That would be good. That would be good. Cluster bombs and shit.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Let's see.
I assume you heard that Putin's been accused of using those.
Yeah. Yep.
Using Disneyland?
No, cluster bombs. Don't be like, don't suggest something so horrible, Sage.
Disneyland would be what would be horrible. All right. Well, first we're gonna let this chill for a second. We are live. We're going. I'm gonna post onto the Twitter and the Discord real quick.
Good.
All right.
Carry on the impending doom of the world, guys.
Yeah, Ukraine's fucked right now. It's not good.
No,
that's pretty bad,
they're
dude.
pretty much surrounded. There's like a 30-mile convoy of Russian tanks and trucks.
I heard they broke down, though.
Nah, it doesn't surprise me. I've seen some of the trucks moving through right now. Russia's like raiding its junkyards for like.
I hear Russia's having some serious logistics problems. Like they're not able to get like food and fuel to the front lines, which they need to do in order to keep the army moving.
I mean, I 100% believe that. I just think it's too late for Ukraine.
Well, Ukraine's not going to win no matter what. All these Western analysts that are jumping for joy because they get these bullshit reports of them blowing up 400 Russian tanks or whatever. Like, I don't know what the point of all that is. Ukraine's going down. They're not going to give Russia that much of a bloody nose. They're just going to slow Putin
One of the
down.
most like, and also just like how irresponsible is it to like start giving civilians? Like, I mean, like you should not militarize your populace. Like they're just gonna get mowed down, dude.
I mean, that's true, but I don't know what the long game is there. I don't know if the idea is that maybe those people are going to end up dead anyway under Putin.
I suppose that's possible.
I mean, Putin's not known for his fair hand when dealing with his
True.
former enemies.
That's true. But he's got all sorts of weird ideas about Ukraine as like part of the same people and like so.
Well, it's complicated because there are Ukrainians that think that, but
There are. That's true. That is true.
And
Well, like, is it? What's the statistic? Is it 1 in 6 Ukrainian citizens are ethnically Russian?
something like
I
that.
believe.
That's
1 in
almost,
6.
yeah, that's. I mean, one of the things too is that people don't understand about what the Soviet economy was like. But like, if you were needed somewhere else in the Soviet Union, you were going.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of all ethnicities that were in the Soviet Union ended up crossing, you know, those internal borders. Their families moved around and stuff like that. That's why you got ethnic Russian populations in all of the former Soviet republics.
It's very convenient for Putin now, because that can be his best possible excuse for retaking the whole
Right.
Soviet Union.
Well, he's using Hitler's playbook of like, well, there are ethnic, you know, Russians
yeah.
here, and we are the representative of the Russian ethnicity. It's our
Yeah.
duty to protect,
That's
then,
his argument.
and then the argument that a nation is a people too, like nations
Yeah.
are meant to represent people and ethnicities and languages and things like that.
And then he also brings out the bullshit about accusing Ukraine of all being Nazis and all that.
Yeah, right.
Because, you know, the
Well, I mean, they do have neo-Nazi militias.
yeah, but they don't have as many as Russia does.
No.
No,
it's-
for sure.
Russia
It's
is
not
like
comparable.
the world center of neo-Nazism.
Yeah, which is just unbelievable that some of these places are such hotbeds of Nazi sentiment when they were absolutely mercilessly crushed by the Nazis who had no regard for their.
That's the amazing thing
as
to me
human
about
beings.
exactly.
And now they're like, we're the master race, and it's like, I don't know, man. Check your
history books. Well, people don't know history.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Reese. How you doing tonight? We're talking about the end of the world. Welcome
Yeah,
to Gnomes,
yeah.
Cannibalism, and Politics.
We're going hard on the politics right out of the gate.
Yes, we are on the verge of World War III, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oftentimes our streams, you know, the politics part is like a small
sense.
part, and the cannibalism and the gnomes really are what we focus on.
Yeah.
But the last week and this week, I feel like it's going to be a little heavier.
do you think
on
there's
the
any
politics.
gnomes in Ukraine? What do you think the gnomes feel about all this?
how
Hey, we're doing good. We're
yeah,
doing
we're
good.
all doing pretty good. Yeah.
Alex,
mean,
have you
like-
started a charity to get those gnomes out of Ukraine and into your ass?
No, I'm actually working on having gnomes sent over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, for the
Really?
resistance.
But what if the gnomes win? Like, what if they save the day and so, the international community recognizes the hard work of gnomes? And then suddenly they're these lauded heroes, and you've brought gnomes into the limelight.
Well, all I can say is that
There's going to be a lot more than just Christmas and Thanksgiving gnomes in the future. through them.
Well, I don't think there's anything to be done about the gnomes anymore, man. They won.
I don't think so.
You don't think there's a final solution to the gnome problem?
No, dude, they won. They won. There's
The gnomes won?
The gnomes won. I'm waving.
Man, I remember just like 6 months ago, you were all like, you got to build camps and you got to gas them. You said that.
Well, you know, I mean, the cancer's metastasized, dude. Like, there's nothing to be done. I went back to Gnome Goods to scout that out. Well, I mean, like, it's...
So you are going to this place regularly, just like we said you were.
Well...
We said you'd be back.
Well, we said
you were secretly fucking these gnomes.
Yeah. But, I mean, you know... No.
We have a new person in the channel, so I just got to clarify this.
Yeah, this guy fucks gnomes.
Oh my
God. So
he says he hates gnomes, but he loves gnomes.
Yeah, he loves them, like, too much.
But,
like, to an unnatural degree.
All I can say is I went back to Gnome Goods.
Right. They got any new gnomes?
Yeah. I would say about it went from a handful of Easter gnomes to the Easter selection's now about 20% gnome.
Okay.
And then
is there going to be like a Jesus gnome, like on the cross or resurrected or something?
Okay, that'd be hilarious. You can't tell me that wouldn't be funny. But no matter how much you don't like them, you can't tell me that wouldn't be funny.
But I mean, it's moving beyond holidays.
Be a short cross.
They had a summer display.
Okay.
Like, you know, like summer's
coming. It's clearly summer outside.
Well, I mean, I think it's just they're getting ready for people who want to get their summer decor
on. Stores always sell the shit for like the season,
ahead of time.
like the season before, anyway.
But
there's a blizzard coming in. Got to buy your shorts.
But they've got summer gnomes now.
Okay, what kind of summer gnomes do they got?
I don't know, like gnomes with like wearing like loose-fitting shirts with lemons on them and shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
lemons.
You like gnomes?
Lemons are the summer fruit, man.
Really?
Well, gotta drive.
For gnomes specifically.
Hey, we got some people here.
Hey, Steve plays poorly. Got to drive. Can't stay, but want to stop and say hi. Hello. Thank you for stopping by.
Stopping in.
Yep, thanks for stopping in.
We appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day.
So you were talking about how much you like gnomes and loose clothing?
Well, yeah. I just every time I check in, and there's more gnomes. So I think there's nothing to be done about it anymore, dude. I think it's just like there's just everything's gnomes now.
Yeah.
And I was really concerned about it the last time, but
you just accepted at this point?
You're okay with it.
You've gone from denial to grief to acceptance?
I can't say...
You've gone through all the stages of gnome mourning.
Well, at some point you just gotta accept that it's too late, man.
Right.
It's too late. You go up and you shout from the rooftops and you want people to notice, but at some point, it's too far gone.
It's just not gonna happen anymore.
The gnomes are just here, man. It's trendy, apparently, to just have a gnome for everything,
I mean, I don't understand that, like, as much as we like to tease you. I don't get that, and I don't think I ever will.
Yeah, I don't know why it became gnomes specifically. Like, are there other fantastical creatures we could use for that?
I don't know if it started with, like, garden gnomes, and then they started making a garden gnome, like, all sorts of different garden gnomes, and then people were just like, why don't we just have a gnome for this, or for that, or, like... I don't know.
But it didn't have to be gnomes, There's, like, other things you could put in your garden. Like, I don't know, like gargoyles or something. Why don't we have, like, Easter gargoyles?
It's a good question.
It's a good question. I don't know.
It's a great question.
I'd buy an Easter gargoyle.
I assume that, like, gnomes had always been, like, the domain of, like, older women.
I mean, that's true.
But I see so many gnomes now that, like, I don't know if it's just become more popular with other people or what, but... it might be a fad. It might blow over in a couple of years, but we are at peak.
Oh, dude, what if
peak gnome right now?
So you know how like every there's like a cycle where things become like a really big fad and blow up, right? It was zombies, ninjas. Right now we're going through Viking fad. What if there becomes a gnome fad that spreads to like media, like like video games and movies and books and TV?
Well, we've already got a little bit of that with Romeo and Juliet.
Right. So that could get bigger.
Yeah. I think it could.
What if we have like a gnome blockbuster? Like the modern day equivalent to like Star Wars with
Avengers?
gnomes. Yeah.
Oh my God! Like they get the Rock to play a gnome or
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Infinity Gnome.
The Infinity Gnome.
I don't know, but we are living through peak gnome right now. I never thought
peak gnome.
Never thought I'd see.
What if this isn't peak gnome?
Yeah, what if this is the beginning?
That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about like it'll be like when they're like we hit peak oil and then they come up with fracking and it's like, here's a whole nother. They'll find another way to shoehorn gnomes into everything. I'm sure.
Oh, we got a new Wang cave.
Wang Avenue.
It's the Wang cave.
Yeah. It kept getting blown
The
up.
seas. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to blow up. The Wang Cave blows up in every game.
Well, I remember at the end of the second one, a big dragon just kind of came out of the sky and destroyed the entire, like, hub area.
Well, we got some props.
Yeah, it doesn't look exactly.
This is a very Deadpool-esque character.
It is.
Your egomaniacal sister's dead carcass lies defeated on the ground, and that asshole Zilla is no longer breathing down my neck. Talk about a happy ending, right?
So he's just like
And champagne.
on like a tower almost
Yeah, like...
in the sky. And Tiliqui,
Hey,
welcome back.
welcome in.
Welcome back.
Good to see you. How you doing tonight? Welcome to Gnomes, Cannibalism, and Politics.
Are your kids still eating seasoning?
I like that you remembered that.
Have they
just
moved
long
on
enough
to
ask
have they
about
moved
that.
on to the paprika at this point?
Can't be mainline and paprika like that.
Oh shit.
Oh, dang.
Is that
That is bigger than it was at the end of the second game.
well, I mean, it's just had some time to grow.
I suppose it's a grower, not a shower kind of thing. Damn.
Enough of you. Now you want to take him away from me again? What else do you want from me, huh? What do you want?
Just shouting at the dragon in the sky.
This is not how I expected this game to start.
No, not at all.
Turn 5, alright.
Happy
nice.
birthday.
Happy birthday to him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Not to that homeless oversight gecko.
They're really doing the comic panel thing now. Mm-hmm. Was that in? Did they ever do anything like that in the first
I don't
one?
remember that being in
Yeah, I
there.
don't think so. Change the Audi race car driver to. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is nice.
That's badass.
Nice.
That's an awesome birthday.
Yeah, your kid's gonna be happy.
Did that happen yesterday on the day, or is that like
I
upcoming?
hate that I'm saying this, but I'm glad you did. I'm glad you didn't see it. I had one fucking shot to make things right, and I blew it.
Cool transition.
Sweet. He's just riding on top of it.
That's awesome.
Wow. These games are nothing if not fun, man.
This is a lot more like cinematic than the last two were.
Yeah, no, they've stepped it up a notch. Yeah,
On the
okay, yeah,
weekend, all right.
party on the weekend. Nice. That's awesome. That sounds like a great. I mean, that sounds like a great party for a 5-year-old, right? Like that's
That'd be pretty fun.
gotta
Yeah,
be
that'd be
badass.
Well, unless like the kid really hates cars or something.
All right.
I definitely feel like we're taking a lot of influence from Doom Eternal here. And
Yeah.
And we know there's going to be more later. I'm kind of just happy in a way that Doom clone are a thing again.
Yeah, man, what a cycle of like video game history that we've gone around for Doom clones to just be a thing now. Like that was such a
And with-
trend in the late 90s. Like,
I mean, as long as this has a better quality control.
yeah, well, that's true. We definitely some of the stuff that got made back then.
Chex Quest.
Yeah, do you remember, Alex? Do you remember Chex Quest?
Like check the
Like,
Yeah, like the
yes.
cereal.
Yes, it was a Doom
made a Doom
ripoff
clone out of that.
where you played as a space marine who was a giant piece of Chex cereal shooting aliens.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, he brought the car and everything.
Nice.
That's cool. That is very cool.
So you played as like
As cereal, yeah.
Wii?
Yeah. I mean, you were a dude in a Chex suit, but yeah.
Oh, you were a guy in a check. And what were you?
Yes,
fighting
Alex does
against?
only play those kind of games. But
That's true.
you are
Alex does
correct.
only play games where he gets to play as a gnome.
Yep. Well, there's
Hey, Buttered Toast.
a lot of them. I don't know. Are there a lot of gnome games?
There are not.
There are
We'll
some.
find some.
There are
We'll
some.
find some and we'll make you play them.
Don't
Yep.
do that.
We'll do that.
You're gonna play all of
We're
them.
gonna
You're
do
gonna
that.
be an expert in gnome
Yeah,
games.
Yeah, you'll be like
Don't
the
do that.
supreme gnome video game.
No, I already know. I already know that there's a lot of gnome.
You'll be a
stuff
gnomologist.
A gnome.
Gnomologist.
Yeah.
God.
I'll design you one. We would play that on the channel. If you made that, we would play it on the channel.
Absolutely. If you make a
Oh,
gnome game,
God,
we will
dude.
play. We will do a
I don't wanna-
playthrough.
It'll get a
Alex will be
special
on the
feature.
controller the
Yep.
whole time.
Yeah, he's gonna play it, not
We even
us.
got the wall climbing from Doom Eternal.
They do, and then we know they get the grappling hook later. That demon didn't even notice you.
Oh, you really did. Can you cut them up after they fall down? A
Not
little
as
bit.
much as you could before.
Nice. I'm liking the gore effects.
I like how smooth the weapon changing is too.
Oh yeah, it's super fast.
I do love with the.
Am I supposed to feed my family without making gnome games? I don't know. You gotta
Yeah,
tell
Alex, why are you
to.
starving people to death?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
choke on pieces of enemy color.
Gas blast for a little extra
There we go.
distance.
Gas blast.
What the hell is that
there we go.
noise?
I'm not quite sure what that is.
I do
Like
love.
demons screaming in the background. I love the level design is fucking cool right off the bat though.
I do love like the kind of frantic thing of like Doom Eternal and then obviously going up, but just how like you zoom around.
Because that was the best part of those old 90s shooters and shit. And I'm glad they brought that back finally after decades of trudging around in military shooters.
I know, that's one of the things
Like
that
you
I
shoved a
really
fucking-
dislike about Call of Duty.
Yeah, because every character in that moves like they have a broom up their ass.
Yeah.
Team returning from Gulag? Shame.
Like they're coming down off like balloons.
So pumped up.
It's interesting how, like, you're supposed to do it in the military, shove a broom up your ass.
I mean, that wouldn't be the most surprising thing to learn. Everyone
You get
gets
one broom, government issued.
I mean, I know for at one.
I feel like there's some drill
Germany-
sergeants that do that.
Germany was so short on rifles that they were training with brooms and pretending they were rifles.
I'm sure that was.
But they
just
were shoving them
as
up their asses, though.
Well, you never know with Germans.
They
That's
also-
true. But that's the good thing about having Germans with brooms. They can sweep up all the shit they leave
Well,
behind.
with the Germans,
That's
it's
true.
less about putting things in their butts and about
What comes out,
more
yeah.
about taking things
Never
out.
say never.
That's true.
Alex, I think I told you that supposedly, according to American soldiers in Normandy, one of the ways you could tell where the SS specifically had been, like as opposed to the Wehrmacht, is if you went into a house and there was shit all over the floor, that meant that there had been SS soldiers there. Because that's what they did, is they just shat all over the floor.
The
rather than-
SS, so
yeah.
the Nazis would shit on
what-
people's
For
floors.
what reason? Just like as a like a
Well, the Nazi-
dominance or disrespect?
I think it was
Just
that they were-
outspoken or.
It's that
Well, if there's anything anybody knows about Nazis, they're definitely not housebroken.
it's fucking true.
Poorly trained.
Same shitlords today. But I think it was because they didn't want to leave their positions by like the windows and shit when they were waiting for, in ambush for the Americans to come by. And so they wouldn't go on like, bathroom breaks as far away as other soldiers would.
Hold on. On Parlor, everybody was posting pictures of their poop.
Wait, what?
Is that? Am I
that a thing
understanding
that happened?
right?
That's fucking.
Is that what
weird.
happened?
That's fucking.
It's like,
Oh shit, stab
Oh.
it, stab it.
whoa.
No, I didn't know
We
about
didn't- I
that.
did not know about that.
way.
They had censorship because of all the scat shit.
Oh my god. Well, that's when Parlor went away.
You want to know the censorship, and then people were just posting pictures of their doms?
Was that like a troll move, or was that just people just doing it?
And we're sort of being like, your argument is dumb. You're like, shit.
God.
Oh, well, that's why you can't have no rules.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because society will devolve into shit pictures.
Well, honestly,
Literal shit posts.
It sounds like an improvement on like most political discourse.
It does.
At that
Well,
point,
I mean, that's fair, but
like just here's my rebuttal.
well, that's what they do anyway.
Yeah.
They just call it something else.
Zilla's probably buried under millions and millions of tons of rubble by now. He tried fighting back.
That's weird.
Rockets, railguns, particle beam death rays. Use his
I mean, we
genius
do
to
already
make
know
a
that like
weapon to take down
any time a platform tries to have no censorship, it just devolves into just horrible pornography. Like that
Right.
tends
Yeah.
that tends to be the state of anything that has no administrators. Just turns into just porn.
So you
and
can't have that. You
gore
can't just
and-
have no rules.
Yeah,
Bottom line,
there need to be rules.
There need to
There
be
do.
some rules.
You can't have anarchy.
No.
when I still wasn't
Just
ready to give up,
racists.
I tried so many times to take this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I assume
True.
there's a lot of porn and racist porn.
Racist part.
Racist porn and racist porn.
Yeah, that's probably
That's
true.
all right, man.
That's fine.
That's
We-
a
we ex-
feeling I understand.
Yeah. We expect that here, if anything.
No.
I am done with this macho bullshit.
So basically, there's just a dragon just destroying the planet, is what I'm understanding. This is like a world-ending dragon.
Yeah, it's like we.
Like wife left him or something. Like,
The dragon.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Like, what's he so mad about?
I don't know. Maybe he's like Godzilla.
Oh, we got wall
What is
running.
Godzilla mad about anyway?
I think that Godzilla's just kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Like in the last movie, there's a moment where he like pokes King Kong in the eye, and I swear Godzilla looks at the camera and goes, like he laughs, like a very particularly cruel, specific laugh.
Huh.
It varies depending on the movie, because Godzilla always has different personalities in those things.
Right, they can't keep that shit consistent.
Like, I know in the 80s he was just kind of like a territorial animal, and he wasn't an asshole in like the really old ones, because they had to make him a kid's character.
Got something to make a sound button out of.
Godzilla laugh. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean,
So is this the same dragon from the end of the second
I
game? Like,
believe
is
it's
this
supposed to be.
Kaneko?
I believe it's supposed to be. It does
think
not
that's her
look like
name.
the same dragon, but I mean, whatever. They slightly retool the design of it a little bit. I'm okay with that.
I mean, it didn't seem like she was going to go crazy and end the world at the end.
That's true, but I mean, hey,
Well, a lot can happen.
how are Godzilla's made?
Daenerys
Nuclear bomb.
Nuclear
didn't seem
bomb?
like she was
Yeah.
going to destroy the,
That's
destroy
true.
the city.
Hello, cat. There is
This
no
skinny
food in
is
my
selling
mouth.
it for $15.
Make out if you want.
So, in like the
Yeah.
old-ass Godzilla movies, he was like a prehistoric creature that was either awakened or mutated by nuclear weapons,
Right.
and basically sort of reanimated, I guess.
Doesn't he have a kid or something?
Yeah.
Godzuki.
Yeah, Godzuki.
No, it's Minya.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way.
I thought
Nice.
it was not Godzuki. That was a great.
Well, maybe that is in
little-
some of the later movies. I don't know. I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of
And
that shit.
so
But either
there's
way,
kill
where
moves.
did new Godzillas come from?
So it used to always be
Well, when a
just the
daddy
one.
Godzilla and a mommy
That's
Godzilla
what
love
I'm
each other
wondering.
very much.
Well, parthenogenesis, maybe? I think that would make sense.
Just wondering.
That was
Nice.
hilarious.
Are Godzillas fucking? Are they laying eggs? You know.
Big shit's gonna fuck, man.
That's true.
Babies come from storks, Godzilla's come from Mothra.
That's pretty
That's
good.
good. I like that.
That's pretty
It's a good
good.
explanation. They should have done that.
Like a little Mothra. Could you imagine that being the beginning of a Godzilla movie where it's like a mom and a dad Godzilla, or
Living in
like,
their house.
yeah, they go and they close the door.
Hey Tim, how you doing?
Tim?
Welcome
What's up?
into Gnomes, Cannibalism, and Politics.
GCP, the most trusted name in news.
Well, shit, I don't know about that, but we're still better than CNN.
I was gonna say, yeah, claim that so cool.
So many tags, holy crap.
Like skin tags?
You have a lot of skin tags now? Like, what's the skin tag situation? Let's get into this. I want to talk about your skin tags.
How many tags per square inch, dude?
Do you play tag with your tags?
Cool.
Not street tags, but
Oh.
oh, okay. Do you do graffiti art of skin tags? I'm taggy as fuck personally. Oh. Seafood fettuccine is ready. I mean, different ways. Hey, have a good,
Nice.
have a
Yeah,
good
enjoy.
one.
Good dinner.
We'll hopefully see you again sometime soon. Have a good evening. Enjoy your dinner. There's a sword first and crowned. It's wacky.
Why don't you make me any fettuccine, dude?
Well, because fuck you. Go get some, like, I don't know.
Get some, like, gnome-shaped macaroni and cheese or whatever you eat.
Do they do that? Is that a...
I bet they do.
Well, there is definitely...
They always do like movie tie-in ones. There probably
Ooh,
is.
yeah.
There probably was
oh, shit.
a Romeo and Juliet. I would doubt you'd be able to get any more, but there probably was one. There's a good chance there was one.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me at all.
Filthy little gnomes with all the dirty Kraft powdered cheese. in their snack.
Do gnomes eat small grubs?
Do they?
Do they?
I mean, that person said,
I could see that. Gnomes are gross, man. I could just see a gnome punching in a rotted tree trunk and like pulling out.
well, like an eye.
Logs. Yeah, and just like shoving it in their face.
They live
Do you
underground.
think they have like? Do you
That's
think
true.
they have like those really long fingers like eyes have, where they're like, and they like stick it in the tree?
Oh, definitely.
And they do that little, like, Mr. Burns thing like
Yeah,
raccoons do.
They got like chimpanzee intelligence. Dude. They like stick sticks in holes and eat the termites and stuff. They're just gross.
All right. I mean, you are our gnome expert. I'll take your word
That's
for
true.
it.
I do believe you when you talk about the,
I think Butter Toast is
Behaviors.
probably right.
Yeah, they probably eat
never-
garbage.
yeah,
Do you ever have gnomes in your dumpster?
I'd rather have raccoons.
you'd rather have raccoons.
Well, yeah, you invite the gnomes into your house.
Yeah.
I don't invite the gnomes anywhere, man.
Well, at least the raccoons would never have to worry about a sexual encounter with you. The end of the world, apparently. Yeah, literally is the trophy we just grabbed.
I do enjoy how this is just him keeps fucking
I was
up.
supposed to win! That's great.
What's the Groundhog Day?
No, he just went back to playing with that.
Okay.
We can harness the energy from Hoji's mask and use it against the dragon.
Is that going to bring Hoji back?
That's a good question, yeah.
I mean, that was the dynamic between the two characters was sorely missing in the second game.
It was.
So,
Since everyone else
I kind of hope that's exactly.
Well, I thought it was Zilla that's going to be our head buddy this time.
Well, that's what it seemed like in the trailers, but since they're like they already brought the mask in and they're like talking about using it for a spell, I just can't help but wonder.
I feel like if they're going to bring Hoji back, it would probably be closer to the end of the game.
Yeah, that would make sense.
in a blaze of glory. Don't you want to put an end to
So what other weird shit's been going on this week?
get us all payback?
I just been.
Did you guys hear about how the world's largest plane got blown up in Ukraine?
The
I
largest
did
plane?
hear about
Yes.
that. Yeah.
I did not hear. Tell me more.
Yeah, it was this big ass plane that had been built as sort of like a luxury thing, and it was kind of like a tourist attraction in Ukraine, and the Russians were like, "We're going to blow that up." It wasn't like a military target in any way.
It was just a tourist attraction.
yeah.
That's some long game shit where you're like, well, you know what? In 20 years when you recover, tourists won't be able to come see this. Like, what the fuck is that? That's some petty shit. That's some petty
Russia. That's
shit.
Russia being like, there won't be.
just war crime things.
Russia's just
Yeah.
like, there won't be the world's biggest anything in Ukraine when we're done.
The Ukrainians did promise to rebuild it.
But that's going to take a while, right? I mean, like,
I would assume, yeah. You can't just slap it together.
Rebuild it for what? Novelty purposes?
I mean,
probably
it only
spend-
existed for.
They should probably spend the money on rebuilding hospitals rather than just like.
Well, I mean, I think it's become sort of a matter of national pride. You know how that works.
Right.
Yeah. For sure.
I like how the main character in this is basically doing the actually thing.
Kill a dragon as big as a mountain with a Halloween mask?
Yeah, that's
Everything
true.
bigger than you. Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, that's not to get. Well, that's how like all wars work, really.
I mean, why do you think they have the biggest missiles?
What are missiles if not dicks that fly?
Explode.
Explode.
They fly and they explode. I mean, come on.
They just like get shrapnel everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Killer rabbits are back.
Nice.
I don't think the mask likes you, Zilla.
What are dicks if not the WMD?
That's amazing.
That's great.
Is that an aluminum tube in your pants? Or are you just happy to see me?
Is turning into a Lilliputian part of your plan?
No way. That thing transported me to some kind of sanctuary, I think.
What's that noise? Is there a party?
Demons.
And Alex, again, I'm sorry that you can't hear the game audio.
Oh, that's alright. I can read.
I mean, well, no. I'm not gonna do that.
That's why I needed the headset because I can't read.
Yeah, well, you
Well,
know.
there you go. So at least one of us can't read.
I'm like those Transformers in that terrible second movie.
The magic. That is rule
stereotype?
number one.
Yeah, that's me.
Everything
You're just a living Transformer stereotype. Michael Bay would love you.
Yeah, I piss oil.
God, I hate those fucking movies, dude. It's okay, you and 20% of Americans. Good point. Good
Yeah,
point.
fair enough.
You know,
You're
like,
not a real Transformer until you teabag one of the wonders of the world.
That's true.
it's true. Man, well, you know that it's like, what is I believe the statistic is like 34% of Americans don't know that there are 3 branches of government.
20% functional illiteracy rate. Damn, I didn't know that.
Is that actually the number? Because I believe it. I'm just curious.
That's
That is-
crazy.
That is dangerous, too. What do people do? What do illiterate people do when they go in a restaurant that doesn't have like enough pictures on the menu?
I don't know. Ask the waiter
Is that
what's
why they
good.
put all
That's
the
why they
pictures
ask
on
for
the menu?
recommendations.
Ah,
And
Yeah.
anytime anyone asks for a
You
recommendation,
can't read. Oh, that's good.
every time. Functionally illiterate people can read somewhat.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So they know enough to get by, but they can't read anything complicated.
Well, that's what audiobooks are for.
True. That's what they're using. Those have gotten way more popular lately.
When are they going to come out with audio menus?
Audio menus?
That's a good
well,
question.
I mean, isn't your
Download
waiter
that
not
on
just
phone.
an audio menu? Like,
Well, what if you're ordering online?
To somebody, yeah.
well, then fucking go home. You can order food online now. Do that.
But what if you can't read?
Yeah, how are you going to read DoorDash?
All right. Okay. Well, they can put the audio menus on the website.
Okay.
Screen readers.
I'm going to try to forget to read.
You're going to try to forget to read?
You're going to try to forget to read or forget
That's
how
a
to
good point.
read?
There's a lot of apps on your phone that can do that kind of
How to
stuff.
read.
That's true. You want to forget how to read.
Why? What's the end game for that?
I wonder what it's like. You know, I can't remember when I couldn't read.
By weaponizing it.
What if it's pretty sweet?
I don't think Hoji would appreciate that.
Ooh,
Shit.
just blowing up Tory gates.
Think about the number of excuses you have if you can't read. Like, why didn't you pay your phone bill? I can't read it. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I don't think that would fly in court, though, Alex.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You go into court and be like, well, they shouldn't have cut my phone service. Sir, you didn't pay your bill. Well, that's not my fault. I can't read.
Yeah, and I'd be like, you know,
I'm not legally responsible.
If they had called me and told me that I had to pay my phone bill, I would have. But then they turned off my phone, so they couldn't. See?
I don't
I
know
don't think
how-
it would work, though. I really don't think it would work. They just tell you
need to-
got to pay the fine and you got to enroll in some re-education courses.
Yeah, they would. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know, man.
You
have
can't
to
force
get a good lawyer.
They can't force me to learn how to read. This is America.
I don't know if you all have seen that MTV dating show intro. What's up? I'm Jared. I'm 19 and I never learned how to fucking read.
I have not seen
I have not either.
Nice. Jared sounds cool.
Did he go to
That's where
Jared?
you want to get to.
That's where I'm trying to get to, man.
What is
Yeah,
that?
except mine would be like, my name's Alex, and I never learned. I unlearned how to read.
I wish you could have heard the music for this
Oh
scene.
yeah, it was some like serious, like dramatic, like romantic comedy. Like they look at each other from across the room.
okay.
Music, except it was his face and a dead body's crotch.
It's
All
in
right.
me.
All right, we got a grappling hook.
Here we go.
I think I just ate a bump.
Yeah, we're going full Doom Eternal now.
Nice.
Does our little grappling hook make a noise when we use it?
I think that's just the background music
Okay.
syncing up in a weird way.
All right.
I do think that I gotta say this feels the best. So out of the three games, just in terms of like,
Movement.
yeah, just the movement, it feels the smoothest. I think.
I'm going to be curious to see how it plays when you get like a big group of like tough enemies to see how that works.
Yeah, because we know that the big, I mean, just like Doom Eternal, the big kind of gameplay loop of this game is those kind of circular, like arena type structures.
Powerful artifacts. You have a track record of being a dick.
Okay. Oh no, that's definitely enough space. All right.
Did you hear about all the racism going on in Ukraine?
I did hear they just were not letting anybody lighter than like paper
Oh, that's
across the border into Poland.
Yikes. In Poland again, seriously.
It wasn't. It actually didn't. It actually sounded not so much like it was Poles, but it was the Ukrainians
Well,
preventing
yeah,
them
sure.
from.
Well, that's because the Ukrainians basically have called dibs on evacuating the country, and they want to throw everyone else to the wolves.
Yeah, I know.
Or some Ukrainians, I should say.
Right, certainly not all of them.
India and Nigeria were pissed.
Yes.
Like they were very unhappy with the fact that they just weren't letting their citizens leave. They
Yeah,
were
that's
definitely
fucked up,
they were
dude.
definitely abusing the Indians. I saw some of the videos and I was like, wow, that's dark.
There's
Yeah, I've seen a
also
lot of the video footage of stuff going on over there. It's not
they're
good.
also very anti-Chinese over there, and part of that's because China has been very pro-Putin.
Yeah.
So
Right.
a lot of Ukrainians have been really pissed off at China generally, and they're taking that out on Chinese that are there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a good situation, man.
Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
And obviously,
I don't, not that. No, I don't like that.
I know you meant the game,
Yeah.
not the horrible racism and war crimes.
Yeah, not that. Definitely not that.
No, those are unfortunate.
I think it's interesting in a way that Russia tried to do what we did to Iraq, but it seems like they have not been as successful.
I think they succeeded in eliminating most of the military targets. They just
Not as well as you'd expect. The air defenses were still operational in Kiev and around that area.
Yeah.
They shot down a bunch of Russian planes, apparently.
I did see that. However, that ghost of Kiev was not real.
Oh, I didn't see this.
About that.
I haven't
The Ghost
seen
of Kiev.
that was the mysterious fighter ace.
Yeah, they were saying that there's this fighter ace that's taking down all of these Russian fighter jets or whatever. It's just one guy, the Ghost of Kiev.
I
or
did
whatever.
vaguely hear somebody talking about that at work the other
Yeah,
day.
they've said that that's just not true. However,
Okay.
there's a lot of people still like, who cares if it's true? Tell them it's true.
Right, it's a propaganda
That's like
thing.
propaganda.
Right.
Which, I mean, is legit. You need something to inspire people.
Right.
But,
And I don't think they've shot down nearly as many Russian aircraft as they claim to have.
no.
Again, same thing with, blowing up tanks or whatever.
Right. Well, and it is one of those things, too, where I guess it's almost like, China in World War II, before America really got involved in the war.
First female Ukrainian pilot, so I guess different propaganda for different audiences.
Yeah,
Makes
I
sense.
suppose.
That's how you do it.
Oh,
Shit, you got you got your health back.
Nice.
Apparently the executions restore health. Again, like Doom Eternal.
Yep. There's a lot of Doom DNA here.
Nothing wrong with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hey, you know what? If
Those
you're gonna
balloons-
steal from what works.
Those balloons.
I do like it. The enemy design of this is pretty great.
Oh yeah, I mean, just wait till we get a little further in. There's some absolutely bizarre enemy types at the end.
But no, and I think it's very much in Ukraine's interest right now to exaggerate how well they're doing in order to convince.
That's kind of Zelensky's whole thing. Is he's putting on a big song and dance for the world as a way to. It's probably the single best thing he can do to help his country.
To send more weapons, to invest more. I know, in World War II, China wasted almost all of its equipment on one big battle
Yep.
in order to convince the West to send weapons and equipment and reinforce them and to basically go, okay,
You mean at the start of the war?
yeah, at the start of the war.
The Chinese were even in a rougher spot back then because a lot of their equipment was old, German and Soviet stuff they didn't have spare parts for. So,
Right.
that shit pretty much could only be used in one battle anyway.
Right.
They had a whole crapload of, German armored cars and stuff that all, broke down, shortly after they first used them because they didn't have the spare parts needed.
Yeah.
So what were they supposed to do?
Well, Russia's about to learn that the hard way.
That's true.
They're not getting any Boeing parts. They're not getting any Airbus parts. They're not getting any parts for Volkswagens or Toyotas or anything. They're gonna have a very
So,
I like that this is kind of parodying the enemy intros you get in so many shooters.
yeah, the fact that he
the
just
dramatic.
clumsily
Yeah.
falls.
It's oh, look how scary and tough this monster is, and then it's nah. Jesus.
Pulled his own arm out and then turned it into a sledgehammer.
That's pretty
Hope we get to keep that.
cool. Hold on to that thing.
Well, when you do these execution moves, it gives you a temporary.
Like a high power temper.
Yeah, so they only use there's only a few.
Hey, what?
Straw what?
Straw Hat Panda,
Straw
how
Hat
you
Panda.
doing? Welcome in. Welcome to Gnomes, Cannibalism, and Politics.
Any opinions on the trucker rally in Canada, especially them trying to portray themselves as victims of tyranny in the same week as Russia invades?
Same week as Russia invades.
I mean, that's certainly not a good narrative to be trying to push right now.
I
but
mean, it's clearly not equivalent in any way.
Yeah, they're very separate things, and I mean,
are they still? How big is the Russian truck convoy thing still right now? Because I know they
What do you
had.
mean?
the Russian truck. Oh,
I mean,
whoops.
sorry, I meant Canadian.
Oh, the
That's what I
Canadians
meant.
all went home. I mean,
Yeah, it's basically over, right?
They gave up, because I thought they cracked down on it in Ottawa, and then it kind of broke up after
yeah,
that.
but all kind of. Well, I mean, and once you're freezing people's bank accounts,
Is that not a grappling point?
There's. It looked like a grappling point.
It
Maybe
does
you
look like a
need to
grappling
shoot it
point, yeah.
before you-
Yeah, try shooting it. There you
Ah, okay.
Yeah, once you start freezing people's bank accounts, their ability and will to continue on with anything is pretty low.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't pay your mortgage...
Did you hear about how the U.S. trucker convoy thing didn't pan out very well?
Yeah, I've heard it's not nearly as big as I thought it was.
Well, there's one on the East Coast that was
Yeah.
supposed to drive down to like up to DC or whatever, right?
Yep.
And only like one truck showed up,
Wow.
and I think it was the truck of the dude who organized it.
Well, I know that I've heard the U.S. one. They're not actually even planning on going into D.C. They're basically gonna like pull into a field outside somewhere in like Northern Virginia, and basically just have.
Oh, they'll
like,
get a lot of attention there.
and have like a big party or something. They're not.
So they're throwing a party. Is
Yeah.
what's happening.
Yeah, I think they learned from Canada that like.
Well, especially when
If you try to do something.
because DC started rolling out the National Guard, they started putting
Yeah.
up barricades.
Yeah, it looks like January 6th again.
Yeah.
They've got the big fences up and everything, and I mean they need Biden's State of the Union to go off without a hitch tonight.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, let's get drunk and call it a protest. I think I can get us a tax break on the booze. I mean, if you can get a tax break on the booze, why not throw a party?
Yeah, seriously.
I mean that tends to be the.
Oh shit, this could teleport.
Oh, shit.
Does he have bunny ears?
Oh my god, he does.
He says, what
He's
the
like a
hell?
giant rabbit.
What the hell? I don't know what's going on.
That is.
This is a lot tougher than his friend was.
Well, I had like a super move when the first guy
okay.
came out, so he should have been harder to kill, but there we go. But no, Straw Hat Panda, how are you doing tonight? Big Louise Belcher energy. Is that a reference to a specific
I'm not
thing?
sure what that's a reference to.
Bob's Burgers.
Oh, yeah, that's one I
okay.
never could really get into. But, so yeah, I just wouldn't recognize it. That makes sense, though.
That's the one that wears the funny meal.
Okay.
Oh, well, that does make sense.
Can you drain some health from the zombies?
Yeah.
You keep yourself alive.
Yeah. That's why I've been going after the zombies. Oh,
There you go.
Where'd you get
Whatever
that from?
was, that
I think
house.
I picked up a health pack.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
maybe it was
quite
from
sure.
that big demon you killed.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. I didn't realize I actually killed it there. Alright.
Oh, I had a random shower thought this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Was it about gnomes?
No.
Alex, how many times have I told you not to jerk it to gnomes in the shower?
No, that was not it. Can you think of a word that rhymes with Jesus more than Cheez-Its?
No.
Are you sure?
Rhesus?
Rhesus? Like the monkeys?
Yeah.
Well, I was
That
thinking,
rhyme with Jesus more than
I was thinking the
Cheez-Its?
peanut butter.
Well, I mean, Jesus doesn't have a
Alex
chip
the
in it.
drain, I can't keep calling it.
Ah, your shower's pregnant.
Oh no! Oh no!
We're done.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Oh, shit.
heroic. I was hoping for something cooler.
Can I get up
Like some
here? Okay.
mythical,
I
magical,
thought you're not stuck in like.
Well-
death. Ah, yeah, you are. Did you fall on a ficus or something?
I did. I fell on a ficus.
like,
You know, in the
Deadly,
like
deadly
the fronds,
ficus.
the fronds of a ficus just went through your chest.
Come on,
you know in the 2013
God damn it.
oh, God.
I did it again.
In the 2013 Shadow Warrior, you could actually die by falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
Hey, that's according to those Life Alert commercials. That's a serious danger.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, what is Joe Biden going to do?
Don't fall down the stairs, you Ulysses.
Well, he fell up the stairs, so it's,
it feels kind
I
of
fall
weird
upstairs
saving Zilla
sometimes.
instead
You
of
ever
kicking
you ever
his
just
ass.
put your toe on the
But like
step
3
without
times in a
looking?
row?
No.
So,
So are you really going up the steps at that point, though?
What do you mean?
Like, how far up the steps are you going? Are your legs going up the steps or just your face?
Well, I mean, sometimes I'll be walking up and then you put like you're not paying attention. You put your toes on the end of a step and then it just slides off and then you just kind of trip a little bit.
I fell down 3, and it concussed me for 6 years, so they are dangerous. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's fair.
fair enough.
Yeah, don't fuck with stairs, man.
Don't fuck with, that's our PSA tonight. Don't fuck with stairs.
They're the sharks of the house.
The sharks at the house? All right, sure. Yeah, you can pull that or shoot it or something. There you go. Ah,
Alright. Get over here.
nice.
Oh, he got one of their, what's that, arm
Hammer?
bone or leg bone?
It's like its arm is this giant hammer. And you're basically pulling the bone attached to that out.
I like that.
That's gonna be for sure.
Oh, I think you hit the saw blades.
Oh, well, that
You gotta be
makes sense.
careful.
Watch out for those saw blades that come flying
Maybe you should find another
back
line
and
of
forth on some kind of interval.
Dying ain't much of a living.
Yeah, well, you got these all hanging around the...
Lots of mobility, just like what we want.
Yep. These are the kind of shooters that I like. I cannot stand the Call of Duty bullshit. But
Do you think that this game has anything like the mastery levels in Doom Eternal?
God, you know what? Probably not. I bet.
Are your wrists ready for that?
No, they're not. they're really not.
That's like the one time that they just played a game where like his fucking like wrists hurt afterwards.
Dude, Doom was gonna give me carpal tunnel.
I mean,
Like, actually.
Doom Eternal was the most bullet hell of anything I've ever seen.
Modern desensitization to
To
war
Warcraft
crimes.
2K22. I mean, that is essentially what Call of Duty is. Right?
I wonder because there's this
Let me in.
there's this Russian video game company that made a game called Syrian Warfare based on the modern Syrian conflict. I wonder if they're going to make you.
Classic.
That's super classy, man.
That's some pretty interesting lines in it, like what kind of Arab would I be if I didn't have an RPG buried in my yard? But
Jesus Christ, dude! Holy shit!
but I wonder if they're going to make a Ukrainian warfare in like 5 years.
That's too soon, man. Like,
I mean,
World War
they made the Syrian warfare not that much longer after.
I mean, I know.
the
That's why
Syrian
it's so
war was still
classy.
going on.
I mean, if World War III is coming, the Ukrainian
You know
campaign's
EA is
be
gonna make
DLC
games based on
for
it.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be an afterthought if they have to make a World War III game.
Oh, sorry, EA, Call of Duty is Activision. Activision's not going to leave that money on the table.
No.
They could put World War III in the title. You know how good that'll be for marketing purposes?
Weirdly, I think that Syrian warfare game was actually somewhat popular in Syria.
Wait, really? It was popular in Syria?
Yeah.
What? all right, all right.
The rest of the world's an interesting
Just hope your
place,
soul
man.
string doesn't screw the poop.
Yeah, the American perception of everywhere else basically is almost always wrong.
It's true.
If she doesn't mess with the mask, I won't break her bones.
I'm serious, Loway. Say nothing if you have nothing intelligent to say.
The lip sync is a little off.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why that
It's
is.
just a lip. It's not like really bad, but it's a little off.
Oh, who's this?
Dude, that's that witch that like betrayed us at the end of the second one, I think.
Oh, okay. I don't remember her.
Again with the total. For example, American women think British men are charming.
She looks like a giant Y.
She kind
does.
of looks like she's from like the Hunger Games.
Is that an Ewok? Is that an Ewok?
Oh fuck me! It better not be.
No, it's just
It's
a
a
raccoon.
Oh, it's a raccoon?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna have someone
Stole
steal
that
stuff,
mask.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be a
That's
raccoon.
true.
It's got like potions on its back.
Did she just summon a trash panda?
But
Come back here, you little shit!
that's gonna be the next level.
Just
is
chase
chasing
down a
this
raccoon.
to get the mask back.
That's awesome.
Stop this tomfoolery. This may be our only hope to defeat the dragon.
That furry little ballsack stole my mask.
God, I love these games.
Random animal. That's a tanuki. Otogo's spirit animal. A
Manifestation of her
Oh,
power.
come
Her
on, man.
power.
You know what it is. It's your fucking girlfriend's trash panda. Hey, no judgment here. She's not my type, but hey, whatever tickles your pickle.
Whatever tickles your tickle.
I do like Lo Wang in these games.
Lo Wang is a great character, dude.
At least, since the remake.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't go back to the original. I wake up to a
Laser
furry
Shogun.
ball sack every morning. I love having cats. Yeah, if you get girl cats and you don't run into that problem. They do like shoving your ass in your face, no matter what gender they are.
That's true.
They like to just kind of try to stick on your neck.
Ooh.
That is cool.
And
Go
then what
Inferno.
the fuck does this weapon do?
I think we're about to find out.
Oh shit!
Disco ball from
disco
hell.
fucking ball laser. Jesus Christ! All right, that's a sweet area of effect attack.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah! Well, guys, and you listen, you didn't see this until today, but Look at that fucking follower count.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, man, but you're doing something right.
Yeah, something's going on correctly. I don't really know what I'm doing either. Hit this thing up closer. No.
Maybe it's probably more vulnerable when its face opens up.
Yeah, it's gotta be like a shoot it in the glowy bits thing.
Yep.
Open your face.
I wonder if it's vulnerable at all, like, otherwise.
It's got like an old...
Maybe on its back or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Got like an old prop plane engine for a thing. Or whatever it is that fuels it underneath its face.
Cool looking enemy, though.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
Nice.
Kind of reminds me of the enemy from Heretic, actually.
Oh, shit.
But more Asian looking.
God, when are we gonna get Heretic, man? Oh, shit.
Yeah, we need that Heretic remix. So, to my understanding, part of the reason that we probably haven't gotten one yet is that there's kind of like a rights issue with the companies that have made Heretic games over the years.
Really?
Yeah, like because Raven was the one that made it, right? They're currently in Call of Duty hell, but
You're right.
But then also,
wait,
I think a different company got the rights a while back, and like when there's been kind of a dispute ever since then. And as a consequence, it's actually been like kind of hard even to get the old games on like some platforms until relatively recently.
I've got a name.
Huh.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
And similar problem for Hexen, and especially for its like expansion pack, I think, which like is still not even available like anywhere for sale because of the whole rights dispute.
That's yeah. Game preservation really needs to be a bigger focus for someone. Somebody needs to work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Just having access, just because I mean, it's part of why I don't like digital only content, man. Because if that shit gets delisted, like
Gone forever.
it's just gone. How are you gonna ever access that shit again? So like, man, the more and more we move towards streaming services, the more I'm just like I feel like I'm sounding a warning bell, and every time I do it. Everybody's like, but it's convenient. It's so much more convenient, and I'm like, yeah, but that's why it's convenient. And so later they can take it away from you, and you don't own anything. That's the reason it's convenient.
I think it was Amazon had some court case where they had to like openly state that you don't own anything you buy.
Yep.
On Amazon, for any movies or TV shows you buy on Amazon Prime, that it's like they consider them like an indefinite rental.
Yeah,
So,
it's like you have an access pass.
You have a right to
You
use
don't own
it, not a right to own
but
it.
yeah, but if they wanted to take it off the platform, or they didn't want,
Hit in the back of the sword, maybe.
they didn't
That
want to
works.
have it available on Amazon Prime anymore or something like that, they could take it out of your library without reimbursing you at all.
Yep.
Yeah,
Be like,
bullshit.
yep.
Well, there was a huge lawsuit in France, like a few years, like what 2018, I want to say.
I think so.
With Steam, and they actually, before we're able to force Steam to change the rule, at least for France, not any other.
Yeah, just for
country.
Freya. French always get special treatment.
Right.
Stealing my name are reasons why Bezos is my arch nemesis.
Well, I mean, we don't have a real Superman, so somebody's got to be.
Did you guys see
arch
they had
nemesis
to
of the Fox
remove like a historic bridge in the Netherlands because
For
his
his
yacht
yacht?
was so fucking big
Yeah.
that they had to disassemble it, pull his yacht through, and then assemble it again after it was through on the other side.
Why did they disassemble his yacht?
I don't know. I mean, Bezos
How
did.
about we disassemble him?
They did make him pay for all the bridge taking, but the bridge was like 400 years old. It's like fuck off, man. Like what are you?
Trying to get out of paying fees for the bridge.
You
Not
can't even
surprised.
pay for the bridge to be disassembled. Jesus Christ!
Like
What
wow.
a piece of shit.
I really do hate that guy.
This is why the ultra rich are just awful.
Monsters.
Yeah. Ah, man, is it even possible to be that wealthy and not be a piece of
Well,
shit?
you always get a god complex when you get to that kind of level. I feel like. I mean,
It shouldn't. I think the biggest thing for Bezos is that he shouldn't have been able to buy himself like a better look. I still think he looks weird as hell, but like he's not the schlubby, balding guy that he was in like the late 90s.
Now he's like
Turns them into mulch, use them as fertilizer for valuable crops. Yeah, eat them.
Yeah, there you go.
But now that he's like buff and he's got that whole Lex Luthor vibe and everything, like I think he forgot that he was that kind of like middle management, like, you know, regular person at some point. Now he thinks he's hot shit.
I do like how colorful this is.
Yeah, this is awesome.
You see that the turnover at Amazon is so high, they're actually paranoid now that they may not be able to, they may literally run out of people who could work at Amazon.
Not that long ago they said, there's enough people.
Yep. Now they think they're tearing through staff, burning their staff out, and like making people never want to work for Amazon again at such a high rate.
We can all love his ex-wife taking half his money and then giving it away faster than anyone else in human history.
That's nice. I do like to see that.
That's good.
At least some of his money is going to a good cause.
Uh-oh, what's this raccoon going to do?
But, yeah. Amazon thinks it may have burned.
It's mauling the zombie's face.
Nice.
This is so ridiculous.
Just slapping him.
Dirty little creep.
Unlike KOTOR, where there's all this lore to absorb all the time, this is a much more straightforward comedy, action. Yeah. It's nice to have something simpler. You know?
Yeah.
They're lighter.
Yeah.
Hear about Bezos wants to make company towns? I have heard that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that not already like a thing?
It's been a thing he's wanted to do for a while, but
Yeah, y'all ready for that Amazon script you'll have to buy everything with?
yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I hope you're not afraid of
Hope you're ready to enjoy that cyberpunk future.
Yeah. You'll be paying with Amazon bucks on Amazon to get all the things that you need. You'll be paying huge markups on everything, but
Sold my soul to the company
Blockchain.
blockchain. That's good. Yeah, they're gonna pay you in NFTs.
Oh, no.
There was actually companies that were doing this.
shirtless.
Not paying you like NFTs, but instead of bonuses, I don't remember which company it was that
Here's
did
some bad
that.
apes.
But they'd give you some NFTs instead of a financial bonus.
Wow.
That's bullshit.
Please, sir, I'd rather starve than another bored ape.
Fucking NFTs, dude.
Did you hear about GFTs?
GFT.
Yeah, it's like a NFT gift box, loot box. Like you buy it and you don't know what NFT is going to be inside.
Dude, come on. We're combining loot boxes and NFTs together to make loot box NFTs?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
I'm worried about
You gonna buy some?
No.
NFTs for if you're too dumb for NFTs.
But seriously.
Seriously.
Nah, man. Also, I propose we change GILF to change the grandma to Gnomes for Alex.
Ooh.
So when we say GILF.
Or we could say NILF, like GN.
Oh, yeah, GN. Just for Alex.
Yeah. What do you think, Alex?
What are you thinking about that?
No,
How you feeling?
that's really nice. Thanks.
Ready to take those gnomes down to Pound Town?
Yeah, dude. Well, what I needed, I couldn't fuck a gnome. I never really wanted to fuck a gnome until there was an acronym, but now it just feels like, you know.
It feels right.
No.
Oh.
Oh man. I'm sorry. I mean, I can't get.
Well, no, it feels wrong. That's why you like it.
Oh. I'm struggling to get the anger up for the gnomes because, like, I feel like I've lost.
Gnomes
You know?
won.
Gnomes won,
You're
dude.
at like the state of like Hitler in the bunker, right? Where you're about like.
You know, I feel like the small business owner who just has to finally give up and admit that Walmart's here to stay.
I like the
Walmart.
hands on that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Just close up shop and admit that the gnomes, you know, big gnome won. dude. Like,
Big gnome.
Gnome.
Big gnome won, and it's about to go up your ass. You like them big, right?
you know,
Or is
I'm just gonna try to coexist with the gnomes, dude.
Your ass.
Their time has come.
You've been coexisting with the gnomes for a while now.
No,
I think he
have
means
not,
coalescing with the gnomes.
Gnomes is the general
rule
ruler.
of small. Is that part of why you like him, or are you just into small stuff?
Yeah.
No.
That's the whole idea.
I still, you know, I mean, I don't.
How big is a big gnome? Alex, how big is a big gnome?
That's a good question.
What's the biggest gnome you've seen?
What's the biggest gnome dick you've seen?
Yeah. What's the biggest gnome you've ridden?
I didn't say the gnomes are big. I said
You said their dicks were big.
I said the gnome industrial complex.
Gnome industrial complex. Pulling some Eisenhower shit.
Yeah, it's gotten out of control, man. There's nothing I can do now.
You have been warning us about gnomes, and nobody
and nobody paid attention, and now they're everywhere.
Discussed that before. Alex loves that gnomes of every and all gender have luxurious beards. I think that's true.
Oh yeah, they're like dwarfs.
Yeah. Well,
I like dwarves. Dwarves are fine.
Do you like dwarf
gnomes?
women?
Are you into dwarf women?
Because they have beards. At least Lord of the Rings do.
Well, they're supposed to. I don't know if they will in that show.
Well, actually, they don't.
I don't have to
in the
want
show.
Fuck.
Yeah, they've totally broken the mythology already.
Why?
I don't know.
What's wrong with having a dwarf woman with a beard?
I don't know. They just didn't do it.
I don't have to want to fuck mythological creatures. So
Dwarves are too tall for Alex.
Don't know why I could say I like dwarves and you're like, oh yeah, you want to fuck a dwarf? Like,
well, I mean, you want to fuck gnomes, so
I like pizza. I don't like.
You fuck pizza.
I can't appreciate anything without sticking my dick in it.
You go to that weird like pizza sex shop that was in that Spider-Man game.
No.
You remember that? It was called Back on Toppings.
It did say that. Yeah. Didn't really get any other clarification about it. But
do you like dwarfs or do you like dwarfs?
Oh my god, buttered toast. What are we, 5? Do you like? Are
you scared of getting like dwarf cooties?
I think you're just scared of answering the question.
Yeah, I think you're dodging it.
I like dwarves. Dwarves are fine. I don't want to fuck dwarves. Never like. I'm pretty much.
You don't want them to mine your mountain.
I'm pretty much on the fucking people train, dude.
Oh no, they dug too deep.
I'm on the fucking people train, man. Like I like people. I like people. You know, like
and gnomes.
Not gnomes.
Man, those little flying heads are kind of tough.
Yeah, these are actually a solidly difficult test. I mean, like, you just gotta get the timing right, but if there's, like, other enemies all swarming around...
Hey, at least they're not marauders.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, right in the precious minerals deposit.
Oh, that's good. So, Alex, you just got a kind of a thing for fantasy creatures, I guess.
Or at least the small bearded ones.
Oh, my God. Yeah, yep. I love them, man. They're so great.
The fight is just leaving his...
What's up, afternoon?
Hey, afternoon
tune. How you doing? What is up? You know, not too much. Not too much. Just shooting shit and playing a new game. How are you doing tonight? Or day, whatever time of day it is where you are.
It's night in America.
Could be a different time zone though.
What? Yeah, no, I'm just saying. It's
hell yeah, Batman, dude.
Fuck yeah, Batman.
I am very excited for the new Batman.
Pretty tight.
You gonna watch Uncharted though?
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
So that's your favorite movie?
It's not my favorite movie. It's 7:30. That's evening at best. That's the evening.
What?
7:30 is evening.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Who's stickling, like, God, why is everybody gotta be such a stickler on time, man? It's well past afternoon time.
I mean, the sun's down. That's what you're really thinking about.
Yeah, right.
You could argue if the sun's down, it's night.
People do associate the moon more with the days of the night.
I tell time like a surf, man.
Like a surf?
Yeah, I just got to look outside and I'll tell you what time it is.
Yeah, know what time you're supposed to be done planting the tomatoes or whatever?
Yeah, whenever I can go home to my hovel and sleep with my cow.
You mean your gnome?
No.
Your gnome that you might put in a cow costume.
Okay. I'm into like
gnome bride.
You like gnome furries?
I'm into gnome furries.
Oh, these are cool.
Now.
Ooh, what are these?
Mogura.
Is like burrowing.
Is that a reference to the character in Godzilla? There's a robot with a drill head. I wonder if it's...
Yeah, it could be.
It has a similar name.
Oh, just slowly pulling its drill head out.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Okay.
Badass.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
And then we just drill whatever's in front of us, just like Alex drills those gnomes. You know, we're not really killing any human enemies here, Ulysses. There's nothing. There's no leftovers for you.
Yeah, I mean, was it really cannibalism if you eat a demon?
No, that's what I'm saying. They're letting you down here.
Yeah, no.
There's no human parts.
I mean, there are humanoid demons.
That's true.
Does that count? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Right.
Because then every alien species would count, right? As long
I
as
guess that's a good point,
well,
yeah.
As long as they're from Star Trek, you know.
Well, actually,
if you work hard enough.
apparently Star Trek actually doesn't have an excuse for why all its aliens look like humans.
It does or doesn't?
Yeah, it does, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Or at least it made one in Next Generation, which is supposedly that all the aliens were, like, basically genetically modified from, like, a single, like, ancestor race and were, like, seeded throughout the galaxy or some shit.
Well,
So at least they tried to fix that.
Sure.
right, at least they gave some kind of reason. It's galaxy-wide genetic experiment.
Yep. Sounds
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Fair enough.
Okay.
I don't know the mythology of Star Trek well enough.
I mean, I didn't even know that until today, so. Granted, I just recently watched part of a Star Trek episode, like, the other day, and I forgot how stupid that show can be sometimes. Like,
Star Trek can be so bad.
like, there's this fucking episode where they're flying through, like, they're flying through,
Star
like...
Trek. I mean, Star Trek does have love-worthy moments.
It can be good, it just is,
It's just inconsistent.
yeah. But it was an episode of Next Generation where they're flying through, like, this weird, like, time bubbles in space or some shit, right? Which, like, if you go into the time bubbles, it makes it so you freeze in time.
Okay.
And so they just discovered this thing, like, no one's ever seen it before. And they're like, oh shit, what do we do? And then fucking their chief engineer just pulls, he literally opens a glove box, and he pulls out some, like, little things you just stick on your arm, like, there, we can walk around, like, you know, in these bubbles that we've never seen, and even though time is frozen, we can still walk around as though we're normal.
Really
time.
lazy about that.
Yeah, like, they just happened to have that in the glove box of their shuttle.
The glove box.
It was! I'm not joking.
Also, I don't know exactly when I'm going to see Batman. It'll probably be Friday. Probably Friday.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm guessing you guys don't have actual plans yet to see it.
We do not. It's that beat boop science magic.
Yeah, totally.
Star Trek is extremely guilty of that, and it likes to pretend it isn't.
Right, because it likes to go look at Star Wars. They don't explain the rules. I'm like, how often is Star Trek actually explaining rules?
Not often enough.
Not more than Star Wars, granted, but come on, it's not all the time.
They often have some vaguely science
Sounding.
They have
things.
technical babble. They have technical babble.
Yeah, that's usually how they solve the problem.
Oh yeah, I've seen a few. I'm trying not to read reviews, but like I've seen numbers for like scores anyway, and it's doing very well.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with science fantasy at all. It's just, you know, a lot of Star Trek fans more than the show, they
try to act like
it's hard sci-fi. That's what they try to act like. Yeah.
And I mean, like sometimes it is,
There are episodes like that.
but it's not consistent.
Yeah.
Well, and, you know, I mean, Star Trek had different writers.
Oh,
That's the biggest problem with Star Trek.
Yeah, it's,
All the guest writers.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what gave us...
especially in the early days of
Oh, yeah.
Hollywood, a lot of the people writing for stuff had no attachment to it or any desire
Yeah,
to
it was just kind of
learn,
a job.
learn any of the lore or anything like that. So, like, yeah, they wouldn't keep the rules consistent at all.
And then you'd have terrible shit like when they'd try to force their political views into stuff in terrible ways. Like, as I've mentioned before, that fucking episode of Next Generation that was like the Africa planet.
Yeah,
That was
bad,
horrible.
Dude, that's bad. Remember the episode of Voyager where Janeway and that one guy fucked and made
Hey, weird
lizard?
lizard babies? I don't remember that. I believe you, but I don't remember it.
Because of some bullshit about evolution and then abandoned. Oh, they abandoned the lizard babies too?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So, wow. Like turtles.
Like on a doorstep, like an orphan.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit about those
Like
lizard
Oliver
babies.
Twist, but with lizard people.
Oliver Twist with lizard people. I'd watch that.
Done episodes of shit on stream sometime.
You know, eventually...
Man, that would be
That
fun.
would be fun,
Eventually we are going to. In particular, we're going to do, for sure, bad video game movies.
Honestly, though, that one Next Generation episode with those really dumb aliens, that might be fun.
Oh, yeah.
that was
the Packlands, right, I think is what they're called.
We look for things.
Will you make our ship go? I do not believe that the Klingons allowed those things to live. I do not down the
Klingons got outsmarted by those things.
Yeah, I don't believe that the Vulcans were
Romulans,
outsmarted.
Vulcans, yep.
The Romulans, the Vulcans, the Klingons would have just killed them immediately. So the raccoon's performing the spell? Is that...
No, Motoko the witch.
Oh, okay. The raccoon's just happens to be there.
Yeah, it just brought her the thing.
Alright.
Raccoon's kind of enjoying it, though. Oh, shit. Are we bringing back Hoji? Oh, fuck.
Shit, hell yeah, dude. Let's go, Hoji. Lieutenant today used to the inconsistent. I mean, yeah, because they all look different.
Yep.
Like Star Trek Discovery was actually pretty good, but yeah, like the way it looks and the design of the ships and the technology and stuff, like it does not look consistent with anything else in the original series.
Has this always been your plan?
Which is skinny. Dry. She got some ashy knees.
Yeah, she needs some lotion.
Yeah, she needs lotion bad.
I love this raccoon is getting so much like camera screen.
I know, right? It's always there.
It's even in the fucking.
I bit him.
That is hilarious.
I mean, anthropomorphic raccoons are pretty hot.
That's
the
true.
Guardians of the Galaxy did.
Well, this
true.
one's not talking. It seems. I mean, it seems smarter than the average raccoon, but it's not even speaking. It's still running around like an animal. Her hair looks like those big suckers they sell in the museum gift shop. Yeah, I
it
can see
does.
that.
Yeah.
Kind of also looks like an 18th century French woman.
Yeah.
What was up with
Hoji just totally came back.
Yeah,
What
apparently.
was up with the insanity of people in their hair in like the Enlightenment era?
You know, in some of those...
Man, I see stuff now too, though.
I don't.
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
but
what
man,
are
they
you
were
doing?
building like structures out of their hair.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
That's
there was
true.
if I remember correctly, there was a point where it was popular to have like bird's nests in your hair.
Bird's nests,
Yeah.
literally.
Like decorative, yeah.
like actually have a bird in there.
Or at least the nest.
That's weird.
Huh. I want to know what hairspray she uses that held up while she was fighting. Magic hairspray. That was the
Gorilla
1700s.
Gorilla glue.
We're getting. I like how frequently we're getting different enemies.
This thing is weird. Nasty and a taxidermy bird. Okay.
Oh, like the weird stuffed corpse of a bird.
Yeah. It would just be in your hair.
Fancy.
Then there were some of those
That's how you know
hairstyles.
you're rich.
There were some of those hairstyles that would attract bugs as well. You
They
just
were
have-
going off.
Yeah, you just have bugs in your hair.
I just can't, I mean, how do you, like, what if just some random homeless lady has, like, an
Ooh, what's
actual
the weapon?
bird in their hair? Is that cool? Like,
Yeah, that's stylish. You hire that lady to like live out in your yard as a hermit, which is another thing they
so
did
is that,
for real back then.
Was having a taxidermy bird in your hair the equivalent of, like, buying free ripped jeans? Where you were
Yeah.
trying to look poor, but,
Oh, it's like
but in, like, a fancy way?
Yeah, man.
I got you.
So you pull the eyeball out of the thing, and then it turns into a flying ninja star that like cuts people up on its own.
That's badass.
That's the that's your little weapon thing for these guys.
So what you're telling me is that all the people with the powdered wigs were posers.
Yeah, man. Did you really think they weren't?
Trying to
I have a
get
dead bird on my head, a dead mink on my neck, and 88 ferrets lined this coat. Also, my
The mouse is
mouse skin.
my mouse is my skin. So
I won't let you kill Hoji.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. People do weird shit in every time period, though.
no,
It's just bizarre.
Yeah, it's like when the
Human
Romans used to
rarity.
eat stuffed mice.
Damn.
yeah.
Finding that
Roman
off one took
stuff
way
mice.
too long.
That was a rich person meal.
Yum. Oh
We're sharing
yeah.
the beauty. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's also weird when they were like, yeah, a giant mole on your face is just the hottest thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
apparently.
You should just cover your face in mold like a fucking pox victim.
I have one on my face, and I grew facial hair over it, so you couldn't see it anymore.
I don't think having a mole on your face is like the worst thing. I just couldn't.
But why so?
Caught mice, skinned them, cut the skin into cute shapes, and sold it to rich ladies on the street.
I mean, I guess you could make money. People are
People will come
gullible to
back.
make money off them.
I don't know, man.
Just cover acne scars, syphilis scars, and other scars. It's just scars.
Yeah,
just
that
a lot
makes
of
sense.
scars.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather have the scar than like a dead mouse part on my face.
Well, that's because you don't understand how hot dead mice are, dude.
Yeah. You see- All right, I'll let
every
you have
rabbit
that
we
one
see.
because I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, you don't know what to say.
No.
It's like when those Victorians were making that hair art. You ever seen that?
Yes.
That shit is gross. I've seen that in real life in an antique store once, and I wanted
Hair
to
art?
puke.
You should have bought
like
it.
you would cut the hair, like when your relative would die, you would cut the hair off their head, and then you would like make like kind of like you braid it together and make like these artistic pieces. Like people would make like landscapes out of like dead people's hair and stuff like that.
All right, that's only behavior of a serial killer, but okay.
Yeah, pretty gross, man. It's out there. Some people did some impressive. Some people did some 3D work with it. Most of them were
That's like literally, dude, the first
pictures and stuff.
like the first episode of Hannibal where episode 3 where she finds the fucking pillows with the hair in them.
Yeah, kind of like that, dude.
Also,
That's some serial killer
another
shit.
message in the chat there.
Because the syphilis motives were often associated with sex workers, so they were scandalous to wear more than one or two. Human hair mats are the most effective way to soak up oil spills, but we don't use them because they gross people out.
I mean, I'd be okay with using those. I mean, I'd say it's a lot less gross than the oil spill.
Yeah, that would not bother me.
We should do that.
But wearing them, like, that bothers me.
What about wearing an oil spill?
How would you wear an oil spill?
I don't know, just cover yourself in crude.
I mean, I guess. Just go roll around with a couple seals and... Oh, that's gross.
That's all human hair, dude.
That's gross. I don't like it.
You should get like 10 of
Ask a
those.
penguin? Yeah.
That's a nice one.
I like that one. That's
That's a
pretty.
nice one. Look, it's King Arthur.
See
man.
now you should buy
Made of
that.
hair, yeah. You should get
Knowing that is enough to just make me not like it, though.
You better go buy yourself some hair art, Sage.
I'm not buying myself hair.
You should make some hair art out
I'm
of your
not,
hair.
no. I'm
Yeah,
not.
dude, you should definitely do that. Maybe the next time Ulysses kills somebody for food, he'll
Yeah,
just
man, I'm
do
not going to eat the hair.
I don't want that.
Although they do put human hair in pizza dough, or at least
What?
an ingredient. Yeah, there's an ingredient derived from human hair that goes in.
Alex's gnome bride makes hair art out of her beard. Just like
Well,
has an
and
affinity for
technically,
it.
that's also pubic hair, so, you know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because they got,
They got the little vagina under their beard.
yeah.
So gross, dude.
And then their hair would also be like pubic hair because they got the dick under their hat.
Oh,
That is also true.
oh,
Yeah,
They
if you
really
want-
got pubic hair kind of all over their body.
Yeah, they're just made of pubic hair.
Essentially.
oh.
Oh, shit.
Gotta
What
hook
the
shot
hell's
that.
going on, dude? Yep, there you go.
Nice.
But no, there's an ingredient derived from human hair that helps, like, soften up pizza dough. Yeah.
Wait,
I
what?
wonder how many people that listen to this have never
I
eaten
like this
pizza again.
kind of dialogue here. Actually, they're kind of making fun of that.
Well, you know, artificial. I've told you, artificial vanilla is made with like
Beaver
Yeah.
ass.
Beaver
the-
asshole.
Yep, the fluid from a beaver's anal gland.
Last time I got human hair in my pizza, I got it for free.
Well,
The hair or the pizza?
Well, I guess apparently buttered toast, you're always getting it, and you're paying for it most of the time, so.
Yeah, well, and it's not like
Both.
they mix like heads. Nobody's like going down to Grape Clips and getting a bag and like mixing it with the sauce. It's,
Well, yeah, you just get rat hairs
It's some,
now. It's
like-
cheaper.
it's some
Cage-free rats, man.
chemical,
Country
No,
fried
that
rat.
from Popeyes.
some kind of chemical that they derive from human hair that they use in making pizza.
Oh no.
Shit.
Dang.
I don't know how you survived,
I
but
made
good
it.
job.
Whoa, that was close.
Yeah. Let's try this again. There we go.
Yeah, I do enjoy that this game actually made a joke about how everybody's doing grappling hooks now.
Yeah, I mean, these games are. If they dropped the self-referential humor, I'd be so disappointed.
Yeah, well, those
You think this will be like a conclusive, like, hey, this is the end of the series game, or do you think it'll be like?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I mean, it's a lot. Most things seem to want to go out on a trilogy. So.
But I mean, times are changing though.
Well, that's true. There's a million Assassin's Creed games now.
And you've had like Uncharted 4, and you know.
That's true. God, at least Uncharted stopped there. I mean, they could do more, and I trust Naughty Dog to put out a quality product because they have a track record. But man, some of these studios, dude, like Ubisoft, Activision, it's just a stretch. I mean, how many 2023 will be the first year since 2004 to not have a new Call of Duty game released that year.
Wow. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And I think that's only because Microsoft bought Activision and is now like kind of kicking them in the ass a little bit.
Sure. Wow. Yeah, it even does the Doom Eternal thing where you just kind of you come back with a little bit less health when you fall off ledges.
Come on.
So are these rabbit-eared guys, like, are they around because you killed too many rabbits, or is it or is it just naturally like this?
It
has that music too, if you notice.
The rabbit champion or something.
Yeah, well, that was the thing, a mechanic in the other Shadow Warrior game.
Yeah, you kill too many rabbits and a fucking crazy rabbit would come after you.
It always had this music to go with it. Or this kind of music. Oh, shit.
Oh, one of those things now, too.
We got him.
Nice.
That rocket launcher, if you can hit them in that weak spot, that rocket launch takes them out like immediately.
That thing's pretty cool.
Distantly related to Monty Python Rabbit.
That makes sense.
They're definitely a reference, for sure.
Hey, Slim Callie's in
Hey.
here. How you doing, Slim?
What's up?
How are you doing tonight? Welcome in. Welcome to Gnomes, Cannibalism, and Politics. I don't think you've been in here since we started using official titles on the stream. But I hope you're having a good meeting.
God, these enemies are so weird. They're like flying jesters.
Oh, just wait till we get to those the enemies that look like slinkies.
Oh yeah, the weird accordion ones.
Yeah, accordions. They look like fucking living accordion monsters. I'm doing good, man. We're doing good. Just talking shit, playing a new game.
Yeah,
we got all our World War III talk, I think, out pretty much at the beginning of the stream.
At least for now.
Yeah, I don't know what more you can say. I will say we were wrong on the last stream about, like, how bad it was going to get, or at least I was. I didn't think that you'd go...
Ooh, Shadow Warrior 2? How's that been treating you so far?
Oh, yeah. How are you enjoying Shadow Warrior 2? That's awesome. Yeah, we didn't stream it, but we played it not all that long ago.
Yeah. One, I still think is much better, though.
Yeah, I think the first one's the best.
So far. 3 could top it, you never know.
I like the gameplay, I think, the most in 3 so far, but we're so early, I'm not going to declare it's the best one, given the recency bias and all that.
It's still surprising to me that the story in 1 was as good as it was.
Yeah, considering the very, very original Shadow Warrior and how not good that was.
Yeah. Ooh, new gun.
Ooh.
Sweet.
It's just a railgun looking thing.
Basilisk. That's fucking sick looking, dude.
It's like an accordion gun.
Ooh.
Wait, is it like a flat cannon? Or is it a shotgun?
Like
what is
you
it?
have to like charge it up.
Like an elephant gun or something. Keep killing those bunnies, man?
Yeah, man. They gotta go.
We're gonna kill everybody.
They deserve it, man.
They do.
What'd they do?
I think they're demon bunnies.
They are demon bunnies. It's like kill them and get that extra enemy as like a challenge almost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Not really. I've been too busy killing them.
Dragon is transporting them from their realm to ours by laying demons.
Oh, okay, so dragons lay yokai eggs?
Yeah, that rabbit disappeared.
Yeah, it did. Just went right into the environment.
Upgrade point.
Oh shit, we haven't been upgrading anything. Can we like upgrade our weapons or gain powers or anything like in the first one?
Yeah, we should. Let the dialogue play out.
To get my immortal soul into one of those demons.
Huh. And then, like, what? He gets his corporeal form back?
One can hope.
Yokai nest. Since the dragon delivers those eggs, we need a that's accessible from the air.
Okay.
The highest peak around. If we can reach the top of the dam, we'll be able to see how to get there.
Alright. I do like... Okay, yeah.
Oh,
no.
shit, here we go.
Alright, hold on. We got some investigating to do.
I'm glad that this is back.
Yeah, seriously.
What do we
There's
got?
another weapon, too, that we have. Oh, wow, I think that might be, like, pretty much all the weapons unlocked. Basilisk. Alright, so we got character, we got Chi Blast, health. I feel like we keep getting low on health.
Yeah, the health upgrades are really strong in the first game. Wouldn't be surprised if they are here, too.
Alright, lore, we're not really going to mess with that too much.
Not right now, no.
Make our sword a little stronger. I appreciate that this is just pared down and is a little simpler again.
Yeah.
I do think 2 was a little overly
I didn't like the
complicated.
loot system in that.
No, I think it was too much. Like, the game was still fun, but it just, I don't know, it became unnecessary.
1 was just such a tuned experience, you know, so perfectly refined.
Yeah.
So
Now
I
it's
definitely
just
want...
sitting here and not knowing what we're talking about. There's just no experience
No
Nope.
idea,
with the other
man.
games.
I have played
Well,
no
Alex,
Shadow
as
Warrior.
someone who has no experience with Shadow Warrior, what do you think of this so far?
It's pretty wild, man. I mean, it's pretty funny so far. It reminds me a lot of Doom Eternal. The creatures are wild.
Hey, it's Horton.
Hey, Horton, what's up?
Hey, Horton, how you doing? Oh, by the way, guys, Horton is going to... Oh, hey, you got a raid from Horton, too.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you for the raid, Horton. Thank you very much. That's
Well,
awesome.
welcome in, everybody.
And I believe Horton was just playing Shadow Warrior 3 on his channel.
Oh, good for him.
Nice. What do you think?
Yeah, how's that treating you so far? How's it compared to the other ones? Have you played the other ones? I guess I don't know.
Oh, you
completed
just
it.
beat
Okay.
it. Nice.
Oh, wow.
That was fast. Must be a
I
short
have
game.
heard that this is a short game.
Okay.
I have heard that this is a short game, even just ahead of time. So this might only last us like 2 weeks, even.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do on the week after that. So I'm not sure if Ghost Runner Tokyo is even gonna be out yet.
Damn.
Figure something out.
Probably Resident Evil 2. That'll be our fallback game, if nothing else.
Oh, you can play Fallout 76.
No, we're not doing Fallout 76.
Can we play Cyberpunk?
Yeah, let's play Cyberpunk.
No, we're not gonna just really fuck with that.
Yeah, let's play Animal Crossing.
How about Raid Shadow Legends?
Yeah, dude, Raid Shadow Legends.
It's on YouTube all the time, so it must be good.
No.
Yeah, it's brought to
No.
you. Hey, man, everything was brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
No.
Do you know on the 7th day, Raid Shadow Legends rested?
I will not ever engage with Raid Shadow Legends.
Can we play Candy Crush?
No.
League of Legends.
Yeah, dude, play League of
The
Legends.
people that play no. Oh, by the way, guys,
You
when
really mean we can't play Candy Crush for even one stream, then?
I mean, I don't even know how we would. There's no console version of it.
Are you sure?
There isn't?
Yeah, no,
They've
it's a
never
phone
adapted
game.
that. They've never adapted that for console.
No, you sound so disappointed.
Well, I mean, you know, all those middle-aged ladies. What are
Once
they
you get the
supposed to do?
PC, you can play Candy Crush.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we're never doing that then.
You're never getting a PC?
Yeah, I'll never get a PC.
So then you can't play Heretic until you play Candy Crush.
Yeah, what about Candy Crush on PC, man? Like, you know, with you get a high-end gaming PC, you know, to handle the
That's really
Watch out.
satisfying.
intense requirements of Candy Crush.
Getting him with that trap is a very satisfying move, though. But no, guys, when that Evil Dead multiplayer game comes out, I think Horton's gonna co-host.
Okay.
the
That'd be
channel.
awesome.
If you don't play Candy Crush a
you're
month
gonna
of
start
it,
losing subscribers.
man, your subscriber count is going to go way
alright,
down.
bye.
Dave.
Upstage.
Bye.
Wow. You're just gonna start like dissing your audience like that? They're demanding you play some
Yeah, man.
Candy Crush, Dave.
No.
But he hasn't said no to Shadow Legends yet.
Yes, I
Raid
did.
Shadow Legends.
Yes,
No, I didn't hear you, so you
specifically
didn't
said
say
no.
it.
I heard you say everything good in
Of
life
course.
was brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah.
No, that's you. That's you. That's you. You putting words in my mouth.
Oh, we glitched through the bridge.
Do you know how many YouTube content creators would starve to death without Raid Shadow Legends saves.
Would they?
Those games are dumb, but would make good roast content.
I mean, that's
good
true.
point.
That's true. I'll give you that. They can make funny, like, this is a piece of shit game, kind of like.
Well, you know what's great about
Rage
Raid?
is so worried for his reputation that he thinks people actually think he's like in love with Raid Shadow Legends.
That's because he
No,
is. He doesn't
no.
want to admit it.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably.
He plays it all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, it is.
Never
Oh my
once.
God, dude.
I don't actually know what
He told me that actually
Do
what's
you
really
hide
great.
That, do you hide that from Nadia, or you let her know you're playing Raid Shadow Legends?
So instead of
Does she
watching
come
porn,
in?
you fucking
Yeah, does she come in and you're playing Raid Shadow Legends? You're like, oh shit, I gotta put on some porn.
I mean, would you not be embarrassed? I'm saying, man.
Sage really likes that game though. He doesn't want to admit it on stream, but he told me the other day that what is really cool about Raid Shadow Legends is you can set it up to play itself for like hours. And you can just
Wow,
stare at
that's so fun. Oh no, this is great so far.
it. What do you think of Raid Shadow Legends?
No, Horton's asking about this game.
I think of Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends is a piece of shit, and no one will ever
Like, you're
change
never
my
gonna
mind.
get that sponsorship deal now, Sage.
I don't want a sponsorship for that.
You know, if you use the
God damn
promo code SAGE20, you can get an extra 50 gold
Ooh.
and specialty armor.
Now you're
Cool.
false advertising. But no, Horton, this is awesome. I'm enjoying this thoroughly.
this is cool.
I think that this is.
We gotta try the Basilisk more.
I think one of the things I like the best about it is it has that kind of like monastic, evil Asian style, but like steampunk. Oh,
Yeah, it's really interesting
yeah,
design.
it's pretty cool.
No, you cannot use it on Clash of Clans, but adjust.
I almost do just want you to have a promo code for all of just the things you hate.
All the worst games.
Yeah, just all the worst, all the phone games, dude.
I do hate phone games. I do really hate phone games. Alright, where is the... Oh, there we go. There we go. Take out some of these fuckers.
Nice.
I
Alright.
heard every week they start another one of those stupid empire building games.
Oh, yeah?
You have to build like, you know.
Yeah,
What are you talking
you gotta
about?
build a
Sawmill
granary, and
and
you
a
gotta wait
granary.
like 24 hours for it to complete, and
I
we'll
heard
spend
he spent,
gems.
yeah, I heard he spent.
It's always
thousands-
gems. Why is it always
He
gems?
spent thousands of dollars on gems.
Yeah, I heard that.
He just
That's what,
can't take it. So then he walks around like he's super important, but he's actually just wasted like his entire paycheck to get
To get
the-
gems?
yeah, to get
Yeah,
gems.
to get gems.
Who would do that?
Lots of people
I know a
actually.
guy who spent enough money on a
For
phone
dwarf
game.
fuckers like Alex.
He did just say he knows the guy. He's probably just covering for
oh,
himself.
That's true.
Fuck
But no,
you.
Horton, so far I'm really liking this. I like it much better than 2. I don't know if I like it as much as the first one yet, but I
Time will
think,
tell.
yeah, so far the first one is still the best, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Sage, I highly recommend at some point you play the first one again, like on insane difficulty or whatever it was.
On your phone.
On your phone. I don't think you can play this game on your phone.
No, you can't play games that are good on your phone.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
can
a
play
thing.
some good games on your phone.
No, you can't.
Like,
You can play Don't
Shadow.
Starve on your phone.
Can you?
Yeah.
Your phones can actually run that?
Yeah.
I guess phones are getting advanced. Now I sound old.
But yeah, Sage, I mean, you play Raid Shadow Legends all the time.
Shut the fuck up.
It's like all your phone is for.
Well, Among Us
Wow.
and Genshin are
at-
phone games, though. Am I
Look
not
at-
wrong about
look
that?
Look at all these people proving you wrong.
Yeah, man.
Look at all these games you're
Well,
playing.
Among Us is a shitty phone game.
Oh man, I feel like those are fighting words. Some
Yeah, you're
people
throwing
really
some
like
shade
Among
on
Us.
people's
Yeah, I know. A lot
hobbies.
of people really like Among Us.
Fuck you.
No, it's
Nah,
I don't know how you can talk, Sage. I mean, you just love Raid Shadow Legends. So.
it's a Raid Shadow. That's my gnomes, isn't it? Raid Shadow Legends is my gnomes.
Are there gnomes in Raid Shadow Legends, Alex?
Oh, well, Alex is definitely going to start playing it if
Well,
they're
I
on.
don't know. I don't know.
Can you
But
bury them? Is there a
They
romance
did,
mechanic?
they did long-winded rant on mobile phone games is brought to you by Raid Shadow. Oh, I.
Wants to exclusively play Raid Shadow Legends loot boxes for his birthday. That is
I
a
believe
lie.
it. That sounds yeah.
That is a damnable lie.
Oh, Sage, that's your birthday stream.
Yep.
Right there.
Oh,
Raid
no.
Shadow Legends.
I'm gonna buy you some loot boxes.
You have to buy me an entire custom PC setup for it to happen.
Why would we do that?
Just spend that money?
You can play it on your phone, though. Why would you
I
play it on
can't
a
stream
PC?
it off that.
You play Raid Shadow
Can't stream it
Legends
from my
on
phone.
PC?
Can't stream it from my phone, dude.
You can't?
No,
Sure?
that's not
You can't just hold the phone up to the camera?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, well, I don't have four hands.
Well, I mean, you just put it on like a little pedestal or
Like
something.
a little stand.
Sage, my game share mate, brought Elden Ring, so it looks like I might be giving a Souls game a go.
Oh, nice.
Bro,
That's your first one? Hey, it looks awesome.
Hopefully it won't be
looks
too
awesome.
hard.
So far, I've heard Elden Ring is maybe the most accessible.
Okay.
And the main reason that it is more accessible than the other games is that because it's so open world. I believe it. But I think it's that it's so open world, though, that normally a Souls game is relatively linear, right? So the developers are... Sorry, he's being stubborn and fighting things too high level for him. Did Tim tell you to correct yourself from off camera? I bet that's what happened. But no, the traditional Souls structure, right, is that the developers are able to kind of guide you through a very particular, they know what level you're going to be when you go through
These bridges are
environment.
glitchy.
Yeah, I keep glitching through these
You're
bridges.
really struggling to handle this bridge, man.
Not even the grappling hook can get us out.
You gotta die.
I think I can go out the backside.
There you go.
There you go.
But no, your typical Souls game structure, right? It guides you through a pretty linear series of environments, and so the developers can more or less they know what level you're going to be when you get into each area. Whereas Elden Ring is like full-blown open world, which makes it a lot harder, right? The developers have to balance it so that you could kind of go wherever you want from the beginning of the game.
Sure.
So because there isn't this, the developers, they don't know what level you're going to be when you access each part. So you have to balance things just more between everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Otherwise.
Open world games are usually easier than non-open world ones.
Gordon wanted you to know...
yeah, there's more platforms you can glitch through.
He glitched through some platforms. You might
Oh, God.
on that problem.
My horse ran away when I mounted up and I died. Sounds like Skyrim.
Damn, yeah, this part's actually giving me a little trouble. Not quite, I wouldn't say doom eternal trouble, but a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, how your wrists doing?
Oh, that's God, nothing like that, dude.
Don't forget when
Nothing
it put you floating in the sky and couldn't get you down, so it instant killed you. There are platforms that move in a cave and I glitched through and died. That's not good. Looks like they got some patching to do in this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, it is day one.
Yep.
Right.
And nothing comes out working 100% anymore, which is a shame.
Granted, a lot of stuff even back in the day didn't. Say that not being able to put it down to play anything else, the world is so massive that if you're experiencing a challenge, you can something.
You can just go somewhere else, basically.
Okay.
Also, welcome back, Tim. Are you playing Elden Ring right now as during the stream, I'm assuming? Just taking a guess. Yep, yeah. Nothing comes out working anymore as my Sims 4 rage trigger phrase. Well, if you didn't play it, EA would stop. If no one played it, EA would stop trying to charge money for all those expansions. But you gotta stop playing it first.
Why are you such a hater, man?
I'm not hating on
He
anything.
just wants EA to fall so that whoever makes Raid Shadow Legends to make more games.
Oh, wow. That sounds like my nightmare.
Once Paralives comes out, I'm supposed to stop playing The Sims.
I have heard of that before, actually. It's
I have not.
I don't know much about it, but it just looks like a better kind of build things game.
Alright.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, that didn't even get you.
Nope, he walks between the things. Oh,
Fuck
shit.
you, don't take my strategy. It's gonna be a better architecture simulator. Yeah. Just do what the sim does, but better. Oh shit, well, they got me that time.
Hoist by your own petard.
Whoa.
Retard on the retard.
Oh no.
I'll be honest, I was thinking of making that joke, but I was like, nah, that would be too uncouth, but then you did it.
That's what I'm here for.
Just to be super. Ooh, so Evil Dead will be cross-platform.
Ooh, okay.
Awesome. Well, then Horton will officially join the Rated M for Immaturity co-host catalog.
Shit, it's getting bigger every day.
Yeah, that makes like what, 10 people that co-host on this channel.
Somebody just threw a snowball at you and you died.
Damn.
Man.
Hey, at least there aren't any marauders in this section.
Oh my god, fuck the Marauders. Dude. I figured it out. I got the Marauders down pretty well eventually, but like, fuck, man.
So then that's when they started throwing 2 or 3 of them at you at once. Well, just 2. They never threw 3 of them at you, at least on the difficulty mode you played on.
That's true, but man, we're gonna do a harder playthrough of Doom Eternal on the channel at some point, and
That's gonna be cool. If you can do those mastery levels on like hard mode, ultra violence or whatever.
So have night terrors about those fucking Marauders. I know, right? Well, did you play Horton? Did you play any of the mastery levels for Doom Eternal? Because there's a if you have it, there's a level where they put you in a tiny little L-shaped hallway
With an acid floor.
with acid floor, so you have to keep picking up the thing to like.
An anti-acid thing
Yeah, you have to
for
keep
your
picking
feet,
that
basically.
shit up to like heal
Not
yourself,
die.
or to not get damaged. And
You say anti.
Yes.
yeah, you have to take Tums.
Nice.
Good.
But yeah, it's like a little L-shaped hallway with an acid floor and 2 Marauders and regular zombie enemies, and you have to like, it is just.
You have to dance around for quite a while.
Yeah. I mean, you have to keep picking up the.
Whoa. Got some cat action here.
The cats chasing each other.
The cat.
I do think if I was able to set up just like a camera in like the cat room,
Get some good stream content there.
yeah, I'd do that while I'm at work.
It would be way more popular than us. That's just
Yeah,
fact.
no, way more people
Probably
would just
better.
watch the cats like doing nothing than watch us stream.
Yeah, the gore weapons in this are awesome. Great concept.
No, they did a great job with that.
If you show me the cats, I won't unsub over the Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Well, we'd have to catch them first.
Where'd they go?
They ran off again.
Nah.
I mean, they got a room that's got most of their stuff in it, so like,
They're hyper right now.
yeah. At least a lot of it anyway.
So how is the cat farm safe?
Yeah, you getting any more?
Nope. Still sticking
You gonna
with
start
the
breeding
three.
You're not gonna expand the herd?
Yeah, you need at least like 10 more.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. How can you
God
consider
damn.
yourself a respectable cat rancher, dude?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
You call
God
yourself
damn
a
it.
crazy cat land?
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah.
Well, coming from someone who actually has too many cats. I'm specifically not going to get more.
You gotta get more tൻ butter toast, right?
No.
I think
It's not a competition.
it is for people like you.
No. No.
I mean, that's why you have so many to begin with, dude. You almost had 4. You almost had 4.
You knew me and Ulysses had 1 cat.
Yep.
So then you're like, I need to have more cats than both of them combined.
Yeah, you think it's a power move.
Yeah.
It's not a competition.
He's trying to flex on us.
It's Sages, Gnomes, Cats, or Shadow Legends? Why not both?
Well, at least I like cats.
Well, yeah, but the problem is you like them too much. You get too many of them.
Yeah, just
Not
like,
that much. I don't like cats that much. I like cats, but not.
not as much as Raid Shadow Legends.
Right.
No, I don't like Raid Shadow Legends at all.
So what bonus items do I get if I sign up with your Raid Shadow Legends link?
Yeah, do you unlock a
You
special
get a gnome's
character?
dick in your mouth, Alex. That's what you fucking get.
Is that gnome dick is brought to us by Raid Shadow Legends?
Yeah, that's
Once the toxoplasmosis sinks deeper into your cerebral tissues, you'll get more cats.
Yeah, see?
No, dude. No more cats. There's a reasonable number of cats, and I have reached that maximum.
What he says no.
So if we type in the right code into Raid Shadow Legends, will we get a character that looks like you?
Ooh. What is your Raid Shadow Legends promo code say?
Yeah.
There isn't one.
Is it too many cats?
God damn it. You type too many cats into Rage Clash Legends, you get a fucking discount.
You
Oh, you get my
you as an
character?
in-game character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you start.
You throw cats at the enemies.
Cat-chucking ability.
Yeah.
Alright, goddamn, alright.
Wow, this section is kicking your ass.
Yeah, this is actually giving me Doom Eternal vibes.
This is just normal mode too, and it's fairly
Yeah.
early in the game. Can you like do any like dodge moves or anything?
I have been.
Is it worthwhile to get up on the bridge and fight from there? Or is it best to
Do those big guys chase you up the bridge or not?
They will.
Okay.
They will. What it is
You gotta
know,
kill the big guys first, then the aerial enemies swarm in.
Well, yeah. So like this guy is by himself.
Yeah, he's easy. Just
You
gotta.
gotta make sure you're not getting run over by that.
It
Yeah,
actually,
I know.
it actually might not matter if you get run over if you kill him at the same time, because then you get the health from the body.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it might be worth it to even have those guys chase you into the rotary saw.
That's a good point.
It seems like they're hard to actually make sit in it otherwise. There you go. Nice.
There we go.
And you
We'll
just-
get a little bit of strategy in here.
And then you got the other saw off of the upper dudes.
You have the other side for the upper dudes.
I can't fucking say words.
I like the way you said it. That's all.
I do like that oh shit stare the demon gives you there.
Yeah, right. The fact that they're like legitimately afraid.
Did you stop?
This game does not have as many executions as Doom Eternal.
No,
does,
it
though.
seems like it's one per enemy type.
Yeah. Which that was part of the fun of Doom Eternal, is like,
Well, there were so many.
even
of
for
them.
just like the basic zombie enemies, they had like at least 3 or 4 different executions you could do just normally. Not counting like air executions and shit. Wow, I don't know what hit you. Oh, it's the Seekers.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta take those Seekers out fast.
Could you stop crouching?
You might, if you could do the execution on the Seekers, that might help too.
Yeah, well, it's like rather than like get them to a amount of damage, you have to
Perform some special attack or something.
not even that. It's like a meter, and then so if the meter's
ADR.
filled up, no matter what amount of health they have, you can do it. But
I don't know, man. You can't let yourself get run over by that wheel.
when it comes to KDR, Ulysses knows it's about quality,
shit.
not quantity.
I don't actually know what KDR is.
Kill death rate.
Ah, okay.
I don't even. Okay. I don't even know what's happening behind me.
Man, if you ever do get a PC, I should make you play some of those crazy Doom mods that are out there.
Oh, we will absolutely do that.
It's like the kind of crap where it like fills the screen with like 1,000
Okay.
of the toughest enemy or whatever.
God, that sounds like so painful. Okay, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
You think everybody's ever seen Jesus in a Cheez-It?
Saw him on that toast.
I mean, why not? He can be in anything.
You made that.
Wasn't he in an avocado once? PC is a good investment because games after that can be free. Pirates roam the PCs. Yeah, that's accurate.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you didn't hit him.
Yeah, no, it hit me and not him.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with this.
Yeah, those wheels can be brutal, man.
Alright, just kill me. This is already a bad
I
run.
mean, you could try shooting him and stuff.
Rim shot sound effect.
What?
I don't know. Set a sound effect.
What about rim?
Did you say rim job sound effect?
Yeah,
How does that feel when a gnome does it?
I don't know, man.
Do you have like a gnome just living in your toilet? Like you instead of instead of buying toilet paper, you just have like a gnome that
God.
lives in there.
Oh, no!
Come
That's
on.
gross.
I said all that needed to be said.
No, you said more.
You said a lot more than needs to be said.
I don't know who thought that was necessary. It wasn't me.
I mean, I'm not throwing up a gnome in my toilet. I'd like to petition we ban me.
Ooh. See? Took the gnomes too far, man.
Oh, I took the gnomes too far.
It's all funny.
You're the one that takes them to your house.
It's all fun and games until a gnome pokes Alex's eye out with its dick.
All right, well, you got the flying dude. Yeah, you definitely want to use the bridges more, I think. Letting those
That
big
would
dudes
be
dance.
That would
Yeah.
be my plan. Let the big dudes come to you.
Yeah.
I would post up at the top of the.
Number one rule for these kind of
You
games is
can't
stay
post
mobile.
up though. Mobile. You can't. Yeah, you have to stay mobile. You can't. You can't just like stop moving.
What do you?
You know, for
Oh,
you know,
You can't post up anywhere really.
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I still think being up on the bridge is not a bad idea. Definitely away from the wheels.
See, one of the reasons I always prefer these kind of shooters over like Call of Duty is you know that a Call of Duty character would never last in any of these fights, whereas Lo Wang or Doom Guy would just fucking kick ass in a Call of Duty fight.
Oh yeah. Call of Duty takes itself so seriously.
Yeah. It could be fine if it took it seriously if it wasn't so dumb most of the time.
I mean, that's the real problem, right? It's like if it was serious and good, then who would care? Right?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
Spec Ops: The Line was pretty good. It took itself seriously. Granted, it was also a parody of Call of Duty type games, but still.
Alright, come here.
Hey, you can get them when they're flying. That's cool.
Right.
You might want to use those ice power-ups more if you can.
Well, I mean, I try to. It's just that you also have to, you have to build up the meter.
I'd say it can, in a sense, like when it's making kind of a point about something, as Spec Ops: Line was, because it was very much sort of a critique of like modern military shooters, and it kind of takes apart sort of a lot of the tropes those games make, or those games use, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe parody isn't the right word. You know, maybe parody is...
Deconstruction.
A critique, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, critique.
Deconstruction, that's a good one.
I feel like that's probably the thing. Oh shit. And we're dying.
Can you hookshot those flying guys more?
I can't hookshot them at all.
Oh, okay. You could hookshot the blue dudes, though.
Well, the blue, yeah, those guys, yeah, for sure.
Damn.
God damn, alright. Shit.
Well, I wonder how much further we're going to get tonight.
Yeah, seriously.
This is still pretty early in the game. I can't... I'm amazed that this fight's as hard as it is.
I'm probably just being stupid.
Are there any like significant items you can get, or anything useful?
Not really.
to that extent?
God damn you.
You really just probably got to be really good with this fucking sawhorse here.
Well, fuck off. She coming from the other direction on me?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, fly above it. Whenever it comes around.
What are you doing? What did you say?
Oh shit, it's a whole bunch of them.
There you go. Yeah, that's particular area is big.
You know, another thing I want in more shooters is the ability to turn enemies into chickens.
That is a nice thing to be able to do.
Does the Heretic let you do that? I think... So I haven't played multiplayer, like, in shooters that often in my life, but probably the single best multiplayer incident I've ever had in a shooter was Heretic, because what I discovered by playing at multiplayer is you could turn other players into chickens if you had the right item. And if you were turned into a chicken, you could still access your inventory, and you could still use that item. So
you turned out there, you became a chicken.
So just an entire
chickens?
map of chickens.
yes, I literally went running around turning people into chickens. Somebody turned me into a chicken, but the process continued. And eventually, all the players on the maps were chickens, except for one dude who walked into this room full of chickens, had just enough time to say what the fuck before he himself became a chicken.
Nice.
Almost like a Twilight Zone episode.
Never met a big bunch of bullet magnets.
Things seem to be going better this time.
Yep.
That worked. Is that it?
Not quite.
Nah. That's a weapon you haven't been using enough of.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah, I did. Responsible machine gun use was not on my agenda today, I guess.
The NRA would not be proud of you.
No, God, yeah. I mean, you stop using guns for 5 seconds and it goes. That's not helping because they're all in here. Really? You're not going to let me grapple up? Alright, how about you?
Where'd he go?
Like you brought a gun to a sword fight. Whoopsie.
I think.
It looks like you're on easy street for now.
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna be alright.
Unless it throws something really shitty at you at the end.
Well, you know, it would be like Doom Eternal to do that. So.
You find this game's equivalent of a Marauder.
The hole, by the way.
There's one guy up there on the bridge.
Yeah. Alex, did you know that the Marauders were so fucking OP that they had to patch them to be easier?
They did. They actually
know that.
patched the game. And even after they did that...
They were still hard.
Yeah, they
were
still
just,
were.
but they weren't as unfair as they were before.
Alright, we're good.
Nice.
Fuck.
Alright, yeah, that took a fucking minute.
Don't fall off the edge.
I think even if we did, it would checkpoint.
No, I would hope.
We're never gonna make it.
Gonna make it.
There we go.
Ah.
Alright, you got a
I
cat?
got a cat for the
Got a
stream.
cat on the
Yep.
stream.
No escape.
And we
That's the
got,
fat one.
which one are you?
Oh, hey, we got the accordion enemies.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, cat's not having it. Cat's not having it.
Nope, she's trying to get away.
What in?
Well, even Lil Wang is like, what the fuck?
Hey, we got another cat.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you got multiple cats.
If we can just get the third
Oh
one.
my god. They're not pleased. They'd like to leave. Almost had the entire flock.
What are you going to do when Sage gets more cats? Like, how are you going to hold them all on stream at once?
I could barely hold 2 of them. He already has too many cats for me.
Have fun in hell, weirdo.
The Clouder. I got a Clouder.
Okay.
Clouder of cats.
Not a pride.
That's fair enough, fair enough. I'm sorry to whip out the wrong terminology.
So, Alex,
You
what do you...
remember from earlier in the stream, I'm functionally illiterate.
So, Alex, what's the proper plural for, like, a mass of gnomes?
A massive gnome?
Yeah, like lots of them.
A grave.
A grave.
What about when there's so many, like, in your butt?
Yeah.
Like, would you just call it, like, a clog, or...
It's a fatberg.
A fatberg? What, you like fat
You
gnomes?
remember those?
a fatberg? I
You
don't.
remember what a fatberg
I do remember what a fatberg is, yeah.
Fatberg's when people use those, like, adult baby wipes, and then they roll through the
It's called a lawn of gnomes.
A lawn of gnomes? I shit you not, really?
A lawn? I mean, I guess that
I
makes
guess
sense.
that's all. Yeah.
Huh.
It's dumb, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
No, but no, continue to describe this horrible thing.
Oh, the fatberg is just like when those adult baby wipes, they pick up grease and other things, and then they like snowball and stick to each other until they create such large masses of lard and shit and garbage in the sewer that it blocks up the entire sewer.
It's also flush
it's a
tampon. Makes sense.
Nice, nice.
There you go.
They have to go down there with like pitchforks and like pickaxes and stuff and just try to pull them apart.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Chase Frankenstein.
Could you imagine if that was your job, just to go down there with a pickaxe and hack at a fat, shitty grease ball all day?
Ugh, I know. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hoji was sorely missing from... One of the reasons I just did not think the second game was as good as the...
I mean, Hoji and Lo Wang play off each other so perfectly.
Yeah, like, I liked the girl they had in 2 all right, but it just wasn't the same. These 2 characters... Yeah, these 2 characters just have a dynamic to them that kind of, to me, makes the franchise. Oh. Oh, and we got to another arena.
Don't encourage them. It's my ass on the line here.
Whoop. Real guys. This is gonna be interesting. Oh. Actually, hit him. There we go. There we go.
I don't think Logi's voice acting is as good in this one as he was in 1, though.
I believe it's the same.
I know it's the same dude. I can tell it's the same dude. I just feel like there's something a little bit different about the way he's doing it that doesn't sound as good as it did in the first one.
Interesting.
It's like the way he kind of enunciates it a bit.
Well, I know Lo Wang is a different voice actor now.
I mean, Lo Wang sounds fine. I don't have a problem with him.
Oh, I'm just saying it's a different guy.
Yeah, that I can tell. It's just he puts different stresses on words that makes him sound weirder when he talks. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to listen to like a little bit of the first game and then the second one, and then this one like back to back. Ah.
Yeah, the combat in this one definitely does seem like it's a lot more in line with 1.
Yeah, I really prefer prefer this in 1 over 2. Like, not that I don't like 2, I don't know. I thought it was okay compared to the other, the first.
Played all 3 back to back. Yeah, I can see how that'd be fun.
Yeah, well, when my work slows down, I've been going into Horton streams a lot because he's been playing these.
Nice.
Coming out of the ground. Hey, shit.
No other weird shit's been happening now in the last week or so for you guys?
I don't know, man. I mean, like, I've been paying attention as much as I can to the craziness in Ukraine, but there's only so much we can say for that. It's also just dominated.
Yeah, that's taking over the news
entirely.
Yeah.
It's almost hard to see anything that's
else.
not related to that at this point.
How do you think they're going to do with all them weapons that are being sent over there by like Germany and shit? Like a lot of European countries straight up just like basically went back on post World War II promises not to deal in like arms dealing.
Yeah.
We're returning to a to a pre-World War II like way of thinking about a lot of
You guys
things.
want something dumb? We're always down for
Yeah,
something
give
dumb.
us,
Yeah.
give us dumb shit. We love dumb shit.
Dumb shit for dumb people.
Hell yeah, that's what we're all about here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how many of those like anti-tank, anti-aircraft missiles and shit are even going to end up in the hands of the Ukrainians.
Probably
I don't
not
know.
that many.
The polls are like...
Saw a self-help video that said positive and negative thinking are the only thing that matters? Really? Not eating or drinking?
Yeah, breathing, having clean water, none of that stuff.
The only reason that drinking poison kills you is because you think it will kill you? Oh my god!
That's true, though. That's
That's some like breatharianism shit.
That's authentic. You
Damn
don't
cats.
think you don't think breatharianism works, dude?
Well, I mean, there's the chick that claims it works, but there's also the person who tried it and died.
If you sun your butt, if you sun your anus,
It's the only reason you need to breathe is because you think you need to.
enough.
Yep, that's
You telling me
breatharianism.
you talking about the perennial sun tanning thing?
That's related to breatharianism, yeah.
Yeah, dude. All you need to
Wait,
do.
that's actually part of that?
all
It's
you
related. They're not the
breathe-
same. They don't have the
Yeah.
exact same advocates, but they are in the same circles.
But the breatharians think you need sunlight.
Yes.
For sure. They think you're like a plant, basically. If you get enough oxygen and enough sun,
These
you'll
people are
grow.
not getting enough oxygen.
Well, there's this chick that she in like Australia or New Zealand or somewhere like that, where she basically is people pay her money for this ridiculous advice, and then they die because they're getting malnourished and shit.
Is she getting sued for this?
They also overlap in an awful Venn diagram with the urine therapy people.
Urine therapy is just drinking it, right?
Yeah,
I think so,
Isn't
yeah.
that what that is?
Isn't that what? Yeah. So that's like being an astronaut.
But they filter the astronaut pee.
Well, I mean, they don't have to, right?
They don't have.
It's therapeutic if they don't,
I
apparently.
think the astronauts like it filtered.
Oh, they like it filtered?
There might be one or two that
Like-
that prefer it unfiltered.
It's like like vodka, like triple distilled.
Do you want to try
urine.
piss vodka?
They actually made whiskey out of diabetic people have a high enough sugar content in the urine that somebody actually made whiskey out.
How was it?
I don't know.
Once I told someone with my chronic migraine disorder told me to save my urine in mason jars, age it for a month in a dark, dry place, and presumably drink it.
Ugh.
Ew.
You should have punched that person in the face.
Just pull up chat on your phone, too, just so it's easy to keep track of.
Yeah, I like having the chat. It was lighting up my face so much.
Oh, no, no.
Yeah, you look like you're telling ghost stories.
Ooh.
And then they drank the pee for the hell.
Breast milk ice cream. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Well, then there's,
I can't say I know, like, that just sounds gross.
well, then there's Chrissy caviar.
I'm sorry, what?
No, dude.
The human caviar.
No.
From the
No.
ovaries?
No.
Come on, man.
No.
There was a...
Just eat just eat the normal parts of people. You
I don't eat it, but there was a woman who was selling her, supposedly
It'll
selling...
take you back to your childhood. Breast milk ice cream. Oh, no.
What was that other comment there? Imagine having company over and they're like, "What's up? Making your own apple cider?" And you're like, "No, it's my medicinal piss."
Oh, God.
God.
Well, I'd never go to that person's house again.
I'd be like, wow, it smells medicinal in here.
Yeah, there's a woman who was supposedly selling her eggs as caviar. I think it might have turned out to be a scam later. I don't think she was
Oh, that's
actually
a
doing it.
scam. I can tell you from
Well, what I
second
mean is she
one.
wasn't actually selling her, human
Oh, she was
eggs.
like saying that they were.
Yeah.
Probably, there's probably those
Oh, that's
popping
even
boba
worse.
that people put in bubble tea. It's human eggs.
Oh, God. You can't get eggs out like that?
Well, I mean, there might be people who have tried. I don't know, but
Or just flushing them out of there.
get your eggs removed by a doctor by a huge monster needle.
I think I'll skip on that part.
But then how are you going to try that human caviar?
I don't need to try the human caviar. You eat people, you listen, not me.
Yeah, it seems like more up your alley, dude.
I mean, I don't eat caviar, so
You don't eat caviar?
no, I don't.
But what about
It's
human
too fishy,
caviar?
right?
Yeah, it's disgusting, man.
But you wouldn't
like,
eat human
who would eat a
caviar,
fish?
even though you eat people.
Right. Taking hormone supplements for months to make the ovaries ripen more than one egg at once.
How do you know when an ovary is ripe?
I don't know. It smells like an overripe egg.
Do you like squeeze it and see if it's like softened up?
Yeah, just like an
Or you save the avocado pit and then you put it in there with the ovary.
You gotta shove a candle up your ass.
Ah.
Depending on what sensation you feel.
You put a banana in there.
Maybe you could like. Cook.
Bananas help everything ripen up, right? If you put in like a paper bag.
Well, if you put the candle up far enough,
I don't know if it's going to ripen up your butt, but I mean, if that's what you want to do with the banana, man. I guess I'm not stopping you.
if you put the candle up far enough, will it like cook your eggs to like scramble them? Maybe.
If you put a banana up there?
No, a candle.
Oh.
I feel like
Can you
need
keep a candle lit in your butt?
you need a whisk.
Yeah, see, that's what I
Bananas do
told you.
actually release a gas which causes fruit to ripen. Okay.
Yep.
You need to shove a whisk up there so you can scramble them.
Okay. Cooking in your ovaries.
Yeah, I was gonna
God.
say, there's not
Well, you
enough
just-
oxygen in your butt.
Well, you can just like
Candle.
you can shove the candle up there, and then you like have like an oxygen injector, just kind of pour it up. You
You
know?
just put like those little nose clamps.
Yeah, yeah.
For oxygen tanks, you shove that up your butt with the candle.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look, Gwyneth Paltrow said it was a good idea, and I would never question her judgment.
Just cook your people from the outside in, man. Okay? Cook the people from the inside out.
Let it out. Wait,
Did Alex say butt?
I said butt. What? I'm not allowed to say butt.
Apparently
we
not.
said butt.
Worse on this.
Yeah, we've said
We've
much
said-
worse things than the word butt.
Just tonight, we've said worse.
No,
You think babies come out of the butt?
Ulysses specifically said putting candles up butt.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure what that had to do with ripening ovaries. But...
I just kind of went with it.
Well, we were talking about cooking ovaries.
Right.
Oh, so you're gonna cook it through the intestinal wall?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Oh,
Adjacent.
okay. Okay, alright. That good of a heat will carry over.
Right.
Okay. Man, I feel like if somebody had just like come into the stream.
It's like a butt chafing dish.
Yeah.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh, learning. Yeah, exactly.
What about human haggis? Would you try that?
I'm not really that excited about eating people.
The question is, would you try that?
That's your thing.
I mean, depending on how it's sourced, I'd consider it.
What do you worry about, like sustainable sourcing?
Yeah, man, I like it to be organic,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What makes them organic so they can't have eaten McDonald's before?
Right.
Okay.
Free range.
Free range. What are the
Free range people, that's right.
What are the non-free range people?
I don't know, prisoners?
Prisoners? Okay. So you won't
Those
eat
are cage free.
Exactly.
You won't eat.
I don't think that's,
It's not ethical to eat those people.
So you won't eat cage free people, is what you're saying.
No, he wants cage
Yeah.
people. He won't eat.
Oh no, you
cage.
do want to eat prisoners.
No,
I'm saying I would prefer free range.
Okay.
Yeah, people who are out and about.
You
I
prefer
mean, look,
cage
if there's no other food around, if you give me like, some dude who was like, died in prison, I'd be like, all right, fine, but grain-free diet.
So you'll eat a prisoner if you're in a pickle and you just can't find another dude.
Right.
But,
depending on what you mean by eat.
What do you mean by eat?
Well, I mean, like, cook, ingest.
Consume.
Yeah.
not like Alex means it about gnomes.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
As I mean, we've discussed before that Alex, he has a gnome prison fetish.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're talking.
I mean, the gnome fetishes are just.
You were talking.
piling up.
I remember when you were talking about how much you like.
Can't keep track of them all.
You're talking about how much you like the idea of a gnome calling top bunk.
Oh.
Yeah, you like it when the gnome rides on top.
Yeah.
Oh, so like.
Hey, it's T-Bone.
Hey, T-Bone!
You just walked in at the worst possible time because we're.
Okay.
I feel like you could, anytime you come here is the worst possible time. Because no matter what, the conversation's going to be ridiculous.
Well, I'm not going to be a gnome's prison bitch. Like, I mean, like what?
Why not? You'll put gnomes in your prison wallet.
Yeah.
No. That's not happening, man.
In your prison passport.
Okay. No,
No?
there's no way. No, that's the what? Like, I let a gnome, like, just, like, take my pudding cup and shit?
So you're saying that you call top bunk? You just go in there like in a room full of gnomes. You take your pants off. Like, I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me.
You're trapped in here.
Oh shit! I think you almost killed yourself with that barrel.
Just saying, man, I'm not bottoming for a gnome. I don't.
Never a dull moment.
That's what we strive for. That's what we strive for. Get back here, you slinky son of a bitch. These things are fast.
Yeah, they are. I like their weird little saw blade things that they behind.
Oh shit.
Yeah, what's going on with Hoji?
Damn. Wow, that's what that fight went on for. That was a long fight.
What else is going on?
I wish I could say that I've seen anything interesting, like anything funny lately, but it's been pretty light for comedy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really been a funny week.
No, it is
I wouldn't
not
call
funny.
invading Ukraine like a particularly comedy-rich subject.
No.
And they're
I also feel like we could probably stop sending each other news stories during the week and just save them all.
yeah.
I don't know, because I keep doing all like the most interesting things. I'm like, oh shit, I should send this to them.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and I mean, for the only country I know of that has a comedian for president, he's been pretty serious about the whole thing.
Definitely seen multiple people talking about the whole, isn't it interesting how when a white country has refugee problems, suddenly Europe opens its doors thing.
I mean, I would say Europe opened its doors quite a bit in 2015. Not to criticize some of the reaction in Europe, but you talking about Eastern
World
Europe.
events are just general events. I mean, either
Anything.
are good.
Yeah.
Anything, honestly.
They found a new dinosaur, I guess.
General events would be good.
T-Bone,
yeah.
how are you doing tonight, by the way? We did not ask.
Yeah, what's up with T-Bone, huh?
How are you doing?
Yeah, we should ask if T-Bone would eat a person.
That reason is a
I feel like that's probably a no.
I don't know. I mean, like, what if she was in like the Donner Party or something? You know?
I think it's just.
I mean, it's not impossible, I guess. But T-Bone, would you eat a human being?
And if so, what sauce?
How do you like it?
Yeah, what spices would you put
I'm
on?
partial to teriyaki.
Teriyaki's good. That's a good choice.
People meat. That seems like a people sauce.
That's true. We covered Ulysses is a big fan of Worcestershire, right?
Yeah. I mean, just some good barbecue sauce would also be pretty nice.
Good barbecue sauce on
Yeah.
people. Well, do you think, okay, because people are salty, do you think barbecue sauce is too salty? Because, like, people
But you gotta
are
get a
already
sweet
salty.
one.
Get a sweet barbecue
Yeah.
sauce.
That's why I
You
was
got the
talking
salty person and the sweet barbecue
About,
sauce.
I was
Yeah.
talking about teriyaki.
Teriyaki would be good on a person. You know, theoretically.
Sage, have you tried it?
Have you?
Well, I asked you first. What do you think Zook has the Sweet Baby Ray's on his shelf, yeah?
Because he's trying to imitate people and
yes.
he's, like, not quite figuring out how to do it yet.
Like, I too enjoy reading the back of a condiment bottle.
I fucking love those terrible fucking interview type things he's done for the metaverse.
Signal to other cannibals. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, I did see you did an interview.
Is it the embarrassing one with the chick in the leather jacket?
No. It was actually a really recent one.
Well, I'm gonna need to hear about both of these interviews now.
You should just look them up, dude, because they're so. It's like two robots pretending to be people and failing.
Well, that is how I've always thought of Mark Zuckerberg. So.
Do you know who Lex Friedman is?
Is he a Batman villain?
No, he's just a podcast host. He's kind of an interesting guy.
Okay.
But he had
I
Mark,
have heard of him.
He had Mark Zuckerberg on there, and he made him do the robot test. Where it was like, can you identify all of the stoplights?
Did he fail?
No.
That's actually pretty
But he
funny.
made him, he's like, circle all the
Well, they should have given him the test from Blade Runner.
Zuckerberg interviews.
On the street. What do we get when I do get a PC? That would be funny.
They should give him the test from Blade Runner, though. Like this briefcase is made of baby skin. You know, what do you think of that kind of?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's some Ed Gein shit.
I think he would.
He'd be like, what an interesting use. Yeah, no, I just laughed when he's like, can you circle all the traffic lights? And Mark Zuckerberg just looks like he's like, oh, okay. I really enjoy that interview style where
if Mark
host
Zuckerberg
is openly mocking the person they're interviewing. Like, I
Yeah.
like when Zach Galifianakis did Between Two Ferns.
Oh, did he actually get Hillary on that?
He got Obama on that. That was so fucking funny, dude.
that was part of what was so great about that tuning out the news thing that we used to watch sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, yep.
When they got the guy from the Lincoln Project on there and they just tore him apart.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Jesus, these things keep coming.
I know.
I mean, they are just flipping all over the place.
Oh, watch out for the saw blades.
Fuck me.
You got a mole too.
God damn.
Seen a sci-fi horror game coming out called The Callisto. Yes,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
dude.
The second coming of Dead Space.
Yeah, dude. The Callisto Protocol, is literally being done by Glenn Schofield, who was the creative director on all of the Dead Space games. And Callisto Protocol is like his first game at his new studio that he gets to fucking run with full creative decisions. So it is like a true Dead Space with no restrictions or anybody coming in to tell him oh, you can't do this or that or whatever. It is just yeah, no, I am very excited for that game. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
Man, those goddamn moles are tough.
Yeah, these guys are good.
This game doesn't pull any punches.
Yeah, no, I was wondering, the first bit seemed easy-ish, but I mean...
The second game felt very easy, I think.
Yeah, the second one.
Self-care day, huh?
Hey, nice. Just taking care of yourself. That's awesome.
What does T-Bone self-care day consist of?
Eating people? No, that's Ulysses' self-care day.
I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I've ever had
This is what I would do.
Well, maybe you should
do.
Yeah.
I'd probably just buy like a whole box of like nutter butter kind of.
I've done
Just
that.
eat it.
Yep, and just eat them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've done
Or nutty butter. What?
Nutter butters.
Is it nutter butter? Nutter butter's not what
Nut
I'm thinking
busters?
about.
Nut You busted
Nutty
your nut in a
bars.
gnome?
Nutty bars. I like.
Oh, nutty bars.
I like a
Still
nutty
waiting and
bar.
excited about Black Myth Wukong. Ooh,
Ooh, I can't wait for
that
that,
game
dude.
is metal
Black
as
Myth
hell.
Wukong looks fucking awesome.
You know what game that is, right, Alex?
I haven't seen anything for that.
That
Oh,
is
that's that
it's like an
crazy-
actual like Chinese game of like about like the Journey to the West, Monkey King.
Yeah,
and
Monkey
stuff.
King.
Sweet. I like
Have
that.
I not
Journey
shown
to
you
the
that?
West.
It
No,
kind of looks
Really?
it-
Oh, I got some videos to show you.
Yeah,
then,
those are
dude.
good.
Oh, shit.
It looks like a Dark Souls game, but like with like actual characters from like the Chinese myths and
And
shit.
you like play as the fucking Monkey King and shit. It looks so
And you're
goddamn
supposed
cool.
to have like all these different forms you can take, like according to what what the Monkey
I
King
think they
can
said
do
that
in the
they're actually
story.
going to work all 72 transformations into the gameplay.
Dang.
So like if they can make it like be a good game and like be straight up like faithful like Chinese mythology like adaptation,
I mean, it's a
that'd
Chinese
be so cool.
indie developer that's doing it. Enslaved. Yeah, that was also based on the Monkey King.
Quite a few things are.
Oh yeah, tons of
I mean,
Dragon
Journey-
Ball Z.
Yep,
Yeah, Journey to the West. I mean, it's the quintessential Chinese.
pretty much.
Geez,
Yeah, there's like what, like 4 like big like classical Chinese novels. There's that. There's Bandits of the Marsh or whatever it is. That's the one that has an inn full of cannibals in it. That was pretty cool.
I bet you love that one.
Yeah, it's like it's actually pretty funny because like the main characters walk in there and like almost get like killed and eaten by like the host or whatever, and then the host is like, "Oh, that was a big mistake. Sorry, your customer is not meat." And then they're all just kind of chill with him. Like he becomes part of their group, and like nobody seems to care that he's got all these like chopped up bodies hanging from hooks in the back. It's really weird.
Huh. Interesting. Also, yes, the animation in Black Myth Wukong, that looks like it's from like a full AAA developer. That does not look like an indie developer, but
Well, I mean, I thought it was people who had specifically like left, like
Tencent.
yeah.
yeah, there's a bunch of people that quit Tencent because they were done with working on a bunch of bullshit mobile games, and they formed their own studio.
You're Sage again with that prejudice against mobile games.
Fuck mobile games. I don't give a shit.
You won't even play Candy Crush on stream.
I know.
I won't.
And he's in the closet about Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh yeah, dude. You're a Raid Shadow Legends fan. That's like your K-pop, like in relation
What?
to Obby, dude.
This
Oh,
is the
this
cave
cave
that bugged
bugged out
out.
for
Watch
you?
out.
All right. Let's see if can we get through this part without a glitch?
One can hope.
Question.
We're doing all right so far. Now you got past the hard
Sage.
part.
You are gonna lose a lot of subs with the mobile game hate.
Yeah, man. People love to turn their brains off. It's a fact. Well, yeah, that's why they watch Transformers movies
Right, that's why those movies made even $1 at the box office.
or like Uncharted.
You should mean
Well,
billions.
yeah.
You mean billions. of
Specifically, the
Well, I
self-care,
don't
is, getting my nails done, candles, body scrubs, and face masks.
dollars. Nice.
Also BD. I don't know what BD is. Brutal Doom?
Probably
Something
not.
tells me it's not Brutal Doom. Hey, Raw Gaming, thank you for the lurk. Thank
hey.
you. Lurking
Yep.
is always welcome.
Sometimes I lurk at Sage's house.
Yeah.
What, outside the window?
Yeah, I just.
Do you ever like lurk in front of the yard, like wait and see if the gnomes are gonna come out?
Oh, I bet. I'm
gonna
a triple sun for raid hand. What? How did I die?
Uh-oh, do you have to do the whole thing over?
No, it doesn't.
That would have been funny.
The flying ones might come back up, though.
Oh, okay. B-Day, birthday. It probably got
birthday.
cut
Oh,
off.
okay. Definitely not Brutal Doom.
That's too bad.
I mean, I believe that would be your self-care day. Yes, from location to location via the gnome
Oh,
time.
B-Day is in a few. Oh, nice. Oh, well, happy birthday in a few hours.
Yeah,
Oh, shit,
seriously,
yeah.
happy birthday.
Awesome. Sweet. Sorry when it cuts off on the screen sometimes.
You don't see the whole thing.
Don't see the whole message, but that's very cool.
No, that's awesome, T-Bone. Happy birthday.
Yeah, if I could, I'd send you a meat pie.
I don't think anyone wants your meat pie. I don't think anybody wants that meat pie.
Wow, I mean that would be those Sweeney Todd meat pies.
Exactly.
How
Oh, this
hungry?
is the bug?
How hungry does that movie make you, man?
pretty hungry, to be
Sweeney
honest.
Todd? Oh, I bet you love that.
Not as
shit.
hungry as Hannibal, though.
Yeah, Hannibal, they make it look nice. And Sweeney Todd, they're really like, well, these bodies fall on the floor and they
Let's
just
just
rot
eat 'em.
down there. And they're, like, they don't even wash those bodies.
No one wants a meat pie. We've all seen the squirrels you employ in your kitchen. They all have mange. I mean, that's true.
This is the issue that you had?
Hey, man, people tried to pretend like Ratatouille was a cool movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
A lot of people enjoyed that, like, health code violation of a movie.
Yeah, I don't want rats fingering my food. Sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
Alex is the thing about Ratatouille.
When they all show up at the end, just a horde of rats, just like,
They all work at Popeyes.
yeah, and they're just there, and it's like, look at them cooking all this Michelin star food, and it's like, nah,
It's not Michelin star anymore.
yeah.
Give me just 1 second to check my phone.
I thought you had to feed the horde of cats again. They're always
Nah,
ravenous.
He's playing a little raid. You know.
Oh, yeah,
I
he's got to get that
gotta
fix
do
in.
raid
He's
chat.
got to set up
Yeah,
another,
gotta
like,
get his fix, man.
he's got to set up another 30 auto raids.
Gotta set it.
Got to make sure he's getting enough, I don't know.
That's why.
Can't hear
exactly
Popeyes
what it
without
is.
thinking of Little Nicky.
Oh, man.
Love that rat from Popeyes.
Yeah, Sage has to tell the game to play itself
Yep.
for a few more hours.
Sage, what level are you in raid?
And you this, Alex? Fuck around, do what you do.
All right, this is a really bad idea, but
Yeah, let's see what you can do here. Come on, the game's not that hard. I can play the first one, so you should be able to do this.
okay, I just gotta. Okay, control.
I don't know how you jump or use your grappling hook, though.
How do I get my gun back? Okay,
Yeah, I don't know if you want your gun. I know you're trying to get around, so you got to do like the grappling hook.
where is everybody? Okay,
You
how
gotta-
does the
you also-
grappling? How do I use the grappling?
I don't know.
That's a-
You'd have to ask Sage.
Ah, shit.
See, this is why this doesn't work. This is why this is a bad idea on Sage's part, because he never tells us the controls for these things.
Yeah, I
Keeps
mean,
us in the dark,
he
man.
can leave us in charge,
I think
but
that's
I
the
need
wrong
some
way.
information. Is it?
Yeah, you got to go back up there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about that switch. Just jump up there. Ah,
Oh,
shit. You got to
okay.
shoot it again.
God damn it, dude. I feel like I'm learning how to walk.
Oh, you don't got to shoot it again. It's watching you struggle is still content. That's fair. So you got to shoot that one over there.
Popeyes a thing in Little Nicky?
No, not
No,
that
it's
one.
okay watching you
Not
struggle
this way?
is still content.
No, what you got to do is you got
That's how you know the bar for content is getting
Low?
Getting
Like,
low.
it's my intent. All right,
Oh
Alex,
man,
take it back.
I don't know, man. Sage, my
Right.
incompetence caused us to break 10
Oh, shit. Yeah, you need to let Alex play
for
more.
the time in the stream.
Hey, Chavez! Yo,
Hey.
how
What's
you
up?
doing
Here, you
tonight?
take over,
Welcome
dude.
in.
I don't know how to use the grappling hook.
Oh, it's just triangle.
Oh.
If you have to play it again in the future.
That's all he eats is
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
No, all I eat is Popeyes rats.
No, that's not Little Nicky.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I love that rat from Popeyes.
Well, the rats are doing the cooking at Popeyes.
Well, they're the cooking. They're doing the cooking and they're the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like at your house.
Yeah.
But no, Chavez, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well.
We established that I
Thanks
don't
for
have
coming
rats
in.
doing the cooking in my house. It's
No,
squirrels.
I was saying you said they're the food and they're doing the cooking. So you're you're a person. So
No, I have
cooking.
squirrels do the cooking.
Oh,
We established that.
Oh, the squirrels cook the people.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh.
whatever.
That's what was
I
killing
got
you.
killed by the elevator.
You got to time it better, I guess.
Yeah. I did not realize. Glad to be Hey, glad to have you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome. This is Gnomes, Cannibalism, and Politics, since it's your first time here.
Frogtown Ratatouille.
Yeah, these streams get weird. That's about the best warning I can give you.
Yeah.
Got quite
It's,
a few first-time chatters tonight too.
Yeah.
It's a pretty random stream, but somehow Gnomes, Cannibalism, and Politics always come up during
Those are our most
every one of
consistent
them.
topics.
So that's
Those are our bread and butter, and
Yep.
that's how Alex gets his butter.
How do I get my butter from the bread?
From the gnome.
From Gnome
cum.
Yeah, Gnome cum based butter. That's the
Do you like pull it out of your ass and like put it on, smear it on your bread?
milking gnomes? Yep.
Milking
Oh
gnome.
my god,
Now you got it.
that's just awful. Dude.
I don't know why you do it. I don't know how you live with yourself, to be honest.
Okay, god damn it.
You know,
Okay, hold on. Let me turn up the brightness a little bit. Maybe that would help.
Yeah, a lot of games are always too fucking dark.
Well, and it's like the projector we're playing it on makes them darker, and then I'll bring the console into the other room and
It's
play
like
it on.
factory
And then I have to
farming.
turn it up.
they've got them hooked up to milking machines.
There we go.
So are those
better.
milking machines just like going like right up your ass? Like,
Is it pretty inhumane how they treat those gnomes?
I think the gnomes are consenting. I think they're into it. I think Alex he goes around to gnome bars. He's like, hey baby, you wanna let me milk you? And then
To gnome bars?
yeah.
Ew.
Where are you finding these gnome bars at, Alex?
I don't. There's a bar called The Gnome here, and
Really?
yeah,
Up to
no
291 I know. That's absolutely nuts, right?
joke.
Kinda can't believe it.
Yeah, Sage is popular for some reason.
Because he
Maybe
sold out.
I sold out to Raid Shadow. That's the reason. That's what happened. Gnome bars are found in the same little cottagecore places.
Frog and toad live.
Oh shit! Damn it!
What's cottage for?
I don't know what that is.
It's just a cottagecore Tumblr girl. I don't know what that fucking means.
Yeah, what's cottagecore?
I'm really confused. I hope.
Do we want to know what cottagecore is?
I don't know what that is.
Oh no!
Hey,
Like, what
thank
is
you,
that?
Horton. Thank you.
Can I not be that?
I think it's too late.
Oh fuck, dude! I caught the cottage core.
Some
That's
say
your
ranch.
first soul type game. That is a horse shit lie. Also, thank you for the congratulations, Horton. I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Also,
thanks,
T-Bone, did you see that number?
Yeah, Sage is growing, man.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, growing, not showing, man.
Definitely not showing.
All right, we got past
Cottagecore
it.
is like little cutesy shit like gnomes, toadstools that are houses, frilly cotton dresses while you walk through a field of flowers, etc.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Oh, dude, I like to listen
that's
to
you,
that.
Alex.
Why is it called Cottagecore?
Cottage.
Cottagecore, sorry.
I listen to that Field of Gold song on repeat all the time.
Field of Gold.
You remember that song?
No.
Where it's like, and I'll walk through fields of barley.
No.
Okay.
No,
I think the
You
cottage.
know that fucking
I don't know that song.
I actually know what you mean, Doug. Who knows? Yeah.
Fuck you.
See, I
I
think
don't.
it's that.
I don't know what you're
No,
talking
you are
about, dude.
100%. You know that.
I don't
Yeah.
know that song. I really don't.
Everybody in the
crushing it.
chat
Thank you,
knows
T-Bone.
that song, right?
Okay, I mean, I'm not saying other people don't know it. I'm just saying I don't know
the
it.
lyrics well enough to like really.
Does anyone in the chat know what song he's talking about?
That's the Fields of Barley song.
Look, all I know is that the only cottage around here is Alex's asshole because how many gnomes are living in it. They're crawling around in there. Country
Gnomes.
That's good.
Oh man.
To the place I belong.
I only listen to depressed music and rap.
Fair
Well,
enough.
I mean, it fits the world right now, Sean.
Yeah.
That's very fitting to just reality right now, so.
If only we could play music on the stream.
Without getting copyright strikes, yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just do it anyway. Like, you're playing a dangerous game.
That's how you get sued.
Because you know, Twitch won't always auto-recognize, like, the music, like, right away, but, like, you could have, like, a stream go for years without getting a copyright
Boss
hit,
fight.
Right.
and then all of a sudden it'll just, you know, all at once.
Yeah.
Copyright strikes is how you get that virtual broom up your ass. Hashtag callback.
Oh, hey, you know what I can do?
To rock out on work back.
Go find
Oh, hey.
that Field.
That's a new enemy type.
Gold.
Well, that was easy.
Super move.
Everybody knows this song.
Your sword is mine.
Oh, well, those snowballs are yours too now.
I'm pretty sure you know this song because we used to use this song to torture Tay at work.
What, the salt and pepper song?
No,
Push it real good.
3 a.m. Have a great stream. Catch you guys soon.
That's 3 a.m. Oh, damn. All right, Horton. Well, yeah, it is. I forget sometimes the time zone difference between us. But yeah, have a good night, dude. I
Yeah,
appreciate
Sage isn't considerate. Make you stay up all night watching this shit.
That's true, I am.
But you can fall asleep to Fields of Gold. Okay.
Fields of Gold.
Yep. So that's in the chat now. Okay.
Get him. Oh, we're getting them. We are getting
You got
them.
it.
But no, have a good night, Horton. I appreciate the raid. Thank you for stopping in and hanging
Yes.
out. I'm sure I will see you soon. If you're streaming tomorrow, I'll probably pop in and say hey during my work day.
Yeah. You work pretty hard. Too.
Another one of those dudes.
No, I don't.
Sage works hard on collecting more cats.
True. How many cats you got on deck, Dave?
How much of a fucking workout are you getting on that gnome dick?
I mean, you keep on bringing up the gnomes, dude, but...
Seems like you're just deflecting from the real issue
You
tonight.
went
which is
back
the
to the
cat.
gnome store.
What?
That's true. He's got you there, Alex.
You went back to a gnome store.
Wow.
Of your own
You said you
accord.
wouldn't. Like we called you on it. We were like, "Oh, you'll be back there in a week,"
Yeah,
and then you were like, "No, I would never do that. I don't like
They
fucking
lost my
gnomes."
business.
Wow, you
Alex,
made
you went back. Yeah, you went back.
I did.
You went
Yeah, he went back there to
back.
chug like a bucket of gnome cum.
Yeah.
Well,
Just a whole bucket.
I did legitimately for the sake of the stream. I was like, I
For the
better
sake of
let's
a
see.
stream.
Sure.
Yeah, stream of gnome cum filling up your bucket.
I better keep an eye on the gnome situation. So I went and checked it out, and it got worse. So that was
Hey, Pickle Rick TV 2019. Thank you for the follow.
Pickle Rick, huh?
Appreciate you.
I think you'll fit right in.
Fit right in. Absolutely. We are Rick and Morty fans, although not one episode.
Yeah.
not big fans of that.
Not one particular episode.
Yeah,
for
Rick and
sure.
Morty did cross a line.
It did cross the line.
Went a little too far for me.
But luckily they went back down after that, so.
Yep.
Oh, check out those fucking
Which
fingers.
episode? It was the army of, like, sperm that came to life.
Yeah,
and
yeah, I think that's enough of a
the
description,
space
to be honest.
incest baby.
Morty used some farm equipment.
Like that part was gross, but it was the incest baby that.
Well, once
that's
you
what
got-
really
yeah,
got it over the line.
yeah, I
The dragon
know
one,
that.
the one where Rick wants to fuck dragons was weird, but it wasn't nearly as bad as the sperm
Yeah,
army
I
episode.
didn't like that sperm army episode at all.
The sex dragon one is also one I don't want to rewatch. I mean, the sex dragon one's definitely one that I'd say is closer to that end of the spectrum, but I definitely wouldn't put it on the same level as the incest baby.
I don't think I've
episode.
seen the Sex Dragon one, so I can't judge.
Yeah, remember the pro incest community episode?
I don't, actually.
No,
No, I don't.
no. It's been a long time since I've. What season? What season is that in? Yeah,
I also
let's-
didn't watch a ton of Community,
I watched
so...
all of Community.
Yeah,
but
I've
I don't
seen- it's in
specifically-
6.
In
See,
6?
I've
Oh, 6 gets... At that point, the show's get
The show starts
pretty
to
weak.
Yeah, the show's
Yeah.
kind of weak in general. So like that light filtering through is pretty solid. I mean, this
Yeah.
is not a next gen game either. This is we're playing it on a PS5, but this is a PlayStation 4 game.
I mean, all three of these remake Shadow Warriors have been quite pretty.
Yeah, they've all looked really great.
Great environment design.
Hey, if the dragon lays eggs, doesn't it mean it kind of needs...
Made the writer come on screen at the end and say, "I wrote this all myself." Oh, just to point the finger at the one writer who actually wanted to do that.
That's funny.
Well, at least they did that instead of just saying like, "Oh, the whole show is," or the the people that make the show collectively are.
We thought this was a
okay
good
with
Did you
that.
guys notice that Lo Wang was also talking about fucking dragons?
Well, that does not surprise me.
I just think it's an interesting confluence there. The game's about fucking dragons, the chat's talking about fucking dragons, we're talking about fucking dragons.
Yeah, man, it's like fucking Dragon Inception.
Ooh, crossbow.
How do you even hit on a dragon?
I don't know, man.
Walk up in the mountain and be like, "Hey, Smog," and it's like, "You can't take my gold." It's like, I came for something better than gold.
That's a Dragon pickup line right there.
There it is.
Saw it during a saw it during a rewatch. It was like, why is there an episode about how it's okay to actually marry your cousin? Season 6, episode 12. Damn,
All
Tim
right.
coming in here with the exact date and everything.
He's our incest expert.
No,
Let's not have
let's
one
not
of
say,
those.
let's just not, no,
Not have one of those.
no, yeah, not a thing, not a thing. Cut that.
That's we can have.
I'm sorry, Tim.
We can have an expert.
Just gotta Google community incest episode and subject yourself to the Google ads.
You know, cannibalism expert. You know, I'd rather you guys didn't call me the gnome fucking expert.
Well, but if you
I'll take
if
it.
you didn't fuck so many gnomes, they wouldn't.
Yeah, man, if you just stop, I mean,
Well, you know. I don't know, man. I'm just like I don't
who's
have
ready
the
for some
energy.
wang?
Don't have the energy to fight the accusations tonight.
Because you know they're true.
No, just,
Hey, those are new enemies.
Oh, we got exploded guys.
nice.
Yeah, straight out of Serious Sam.
It's just I really have just given up on trying to tell people how much I hate gnomes.
You're finally coming out of the closet.
No,
Was that the one where they
just-
found out they were related at the wedding? I'm guessing so. I don't remember it, but I'm assuming that is the case.
That is always unfortunate when it's
Yep.
the people who don't know that they're related and then they find out later.
Yeah, there were some very unfortunate cases in England.
But,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta break up.
Yeah, no, you just gotta.
You just gotta, I'm sorry,
Like, I know it sucks,
get
but-
that you guys love each other and you didn't know, but like,
Remember how that was like a recurring element of Arrested Development?
Arrested Development was like, maybe the most like, as much as I like certain,
That show had really funny stuff in it. It
Yeah.
did, but it also had
but it
that
also
too.
really showed for that hard, from the beginning.
Yeah,
too,
that was like
from
a-
the very beginning.
That
of
was two of
show.
the main characters.
Yeah.
Like throughout the course of the entire show.
I'm glad I never watched Arrested Development.
Like there is
Oh, it
great
has some
stuff in
great
that
stuff
show.
in it, but yeah.
Truly great stuff. But yeah, that's it, you know.
A couple of both adopted. Yep, I remember that.
Yep. And hey,
That they were two
hey.
kids after. Yeah.
Oh
and
man,
then that sucks.
once you got kids, I don't even know what to do.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, is what do you do at that point? Because that's happened.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, if you get like 20 years into the marriage, then at that point maybe you do just go with it. I don't know.
But you keep it to yourself.
Yeah, you don't tell anyone.
Yeah, you don't tell
ever. You don't ever tell
You never
anyone.
tell anybody.
That is a secret.
Yeah.
Genetic
genetic
tests
test.
on the kids who are fine, and they agreed not to have any more kids. That's
Yeah,
the best
I
you
mean,
can
if
do in
you-
that situation.
If you say, hey, we're not going to have more kids, we stop here. I mean,
It's an unfortunate situation. So it's not like they asked for it. You know, they
yeah,
didn't
it's not their
know.
fault.
But you still keep it to yourself.
Exactly.
I don't know what the news came knocking and they're like, yeah, let's talk about this. But, like I would just.
Yeah,
you know
that
if
makes
the news
sense.
Oh yeah,
hears
so,
about
yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah, you just nobody can know. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the news wants to talk about it because
Of
the news
course.
is fucking.
It's all
Well,
clickbait.
It's all about sensationalism. So.
Yep.
And the news is staffed almost entirely by perverts, from what I can tell. Like,
Yeah, dude, the
I
number
mean,
of people that have been
like,
fired from CNN just like
weird.
yeah.
And I mean, CNN's just the example of
That's
like
just the
it
newest
all
one, too.
collapsing at once. But like every news network,
Every-
Rabbits, kill the
that's
rabbits.
full of them, and has had the number of scandals.
So I'm obviously.
Was it Matt Lauer that could like lock the door from his desk?
Yeah, he had a button in his desk that would auto-lock the doors.
Oh my god, dude, could you imagine?
That is scary.
Like you
Yeah,
come
dude,
in
that's
and
not
then
good.
you try to leave and he pushes the button and locks you in.
That's like some Mr. Burns shit.
It is. It's fucking terrifying.
I did see that. Yeah, they got a new
Executive producer from The Late Show. So another pedophile, probably.
But he does sound like he wants to like do news again.
I don't believe that.
He can do news about his daily life
he
in
already runs
prison.
The Late Show, which is already garbage. So.
Wow, all network TV is garbage.
Yeah, well, I know,
Yeah,
but like
it's
the
gotten
late
really
night
bad.
comedians are some of the most pathetic now.
We got some more upgrade
Yeah.
points.
Oh yeah, like God, I keep forgetting to do that.
We got a lot.
Let's all right, health. I'm putting. Oh, we don't have enough for health.
Yeah, you need two.
Seth Meyers. I
don't like Seth Meyers.
I honestly hate Seth
not
Meyers
funny.
the most. I really hate Seth Meyers the most. I'm gonna be honest.
I guess I just don't like everybody on late night TV now seems smug.
They are.
Like
They're
they're
very
just
smart.
Yeah.
so smug, and it's like everybody on late night TV used to be accessible and cool, and like even Jay Leno, who was never funny, I was still like,
I hated
well, he
his
seems
chin.
like a nice guy. Like,
Sure, that's true.
Now I really
I don't know. I-
personally dislike the people on late night TV.
I personally, I don't know. Seth Meyers. I've seen clips for more recently, and I gotta. To each their own, but I disagree. I can't stand him still. I think he's just as unfunny as he's always
Yeah,
been.
I just don't see
I
him.
mean, I didn't like him.
He
on
doesn't even
SNL,
piss me
so
off.
I
I
was
just-
like,
I
He ruined SNL wholeheartedly because he became the late nighter.
I
Trevor
agree.
Noah?
I agree with Buttered Toast. Jay Leno did always seem like an asshole.
no, you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just knew Jay Leno was never funny. Like,
I agree with that, too.
Jay Leno told some of the worst jokes I've ever heard.
I used to like Trevor Noah, but then
Yeah.
he started spitting corporate propaganda too. So
That's the problem with
Trevor Noah was one of my favorite stand-up comedians.
For a
Before they
long time.
took him to
Jesus,
be
wow.
on the
Jesus.
that thing
Christ.
almost got you. Just one attack.
Dude, some of his jokes were so. But then he had to go apologize for almost
Yeah.
his entire stand-up career, and I was like, man, that's rough.
yeah, I
His
used
joke-
to like Trevor Noah, but not anymore.
Well, that's the sad thing about the show people is, well, man, including current Daily Show people, is a lot of them
Well-
used to be genuinely really funny. They had some interesting things to say, but like, we'll get to Jon Stewart in a second. But shit, what was I saying?
You're talking about how the old...
Oh, yeah, they all sold out is the
They
problem.
all sold out, especially Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
Dude, Stephen Colbert sold out harder than I've, like, seen anyone ever fucking sell
He
out.
literally just threw his soul in the garbage.
It's pathetic.
And Stephen Colbert, man, he used to, like, no one had ever humiliated Republicans the way Stephen Colbert
He was
did.
so
Like,
good at it.
Brutal on the Colbert Report.
Now he feels like one of them.
Now he
Yep.
doesn't even have to pretend to be. He's not doing a parody anymore. He can just say what he thinks. But like, man, he lost his head.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As for
Jon
Jon
Stewart.
Stewart, I actually still kind of like Jon Stewart.
I like Jon Stewart.
He's the only one I still like. Jon Stewart is by far.
I don't think his show is particularly like funny anymore, but like
good.
But the thing is that he makes actually legitimate points. He talks about interesting issues. He has people on his show who are like that are worth listening to.
Colbert had Colbert had Trump on his show. Yeah, I remember that. Well, I also remember when Jon Stewart, came on and was like making jokes about how the lab leak theory had so much like evidence pointing towards it, and Stephen Colbert was like, "Well, are you a Republican now?"
Yep, that was
and
such
like,
bullshit.
Like, if that didn't tell you how much of a piece of shit Stephen Colbert is now, I don't know if anything can.
Oh shit!
The most annoying thing during COVID for me was that something would be like a conspiracy theory, and then
it would turn out to be true a week later.
4 months later, they'd all be talking about it. Like, what? Are you such a heathen that you don't realize that this is obviously true? And it's like,
well, it's the whole Overton window thing. That's right. Yeah. It's not acceptable to talk about something that makes people uncomfortable until the government says it is.
Yep.
Right? Like.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, COVID's basically over now.
Until this new variant, at least.
They ended it just in time for the State of the Union.
Yeah, the Democrats decided that no one has to wear a mask just in time for them not to have to wear a mask.
But
that's how it works.
Well, everybody's been pushing hard for COVID to be over. Republicans want it over. Democrats want it over.
Well,
even people in the middle now.
Well, Democrats just don't want to run on it.
Well, of course not.
They just don't want to run while enforcing it.
So I remember like a few weeks ago, even fucking Bill Maher was like, "Oh, pandemic's over now. It's all good."
Bill Maher's been pretty interesting lately.
Really? I think he's been kind of a dumbass.
You think so?
Yeah, he really has become sort of the old man waving his fist at the clouds.
I go back and forth because I see them.
He does make good points, good little segments every once in a while still.
Yeah, like it's not every time.
Yeah, I guess.
But
I usually see him in clips.
I don't know if that's fair.
No,
I don't think that's true.
I don't think he's never been.
He's too much of kind of like just like a crotchety old boomer now. It feels like he doesn't really understand a lot of things.
I disagree.
I don't agree with that either.
No, I'm sorry. No.
I do think.
How shitty Van. Well, I mean.
That's pretty.
That's gross for sure.
But there are worse fucking like influencers and anchors and stuff out there still.
It's probably not the right time to
talk
about. It's bad taste. It's bad taste, but
is.
I mean, I don't think
he's
unreasonable to criticize some of the influencers.
Yeah, so I mean, like he brought her points. He's being praised. Well,
Fox News will grab anything that fits their narrative. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's the same as them.
See, that I have to push back on hard, though, because, the bits of Bill Maher that I have seen is he's criticizing the Democrats because the Democrats are being fucking idiots, and so Fox News is praising him because he's doing that. But the Democrats
But he does still talk shit about the Republicans, too.
So I know, that's definitely not the case.
Some of the political ground has shifted so much now that there's a confusing mix of things that Democrats and Republicans have changed their minds on. Mm-hmm. It's just like Democrats having Liz Cheney as
No. I saw the video you're talking about, Buttertoast. That's not true. He was making a point about how crazy Democrats are because Fox News praises them.
He is Islamophobic. I agree with that.
Filling the gap.
Filling the gap. Oh.
Yep.
Filling the gap.
Do you want to pull up, because I missed the comments there.
Yep.
It's about...
Here we go. So, filling in the gap. The best thing about Maher was watching Christopher Hitchens on his show back in the day. For immaturity out there. I miss Chris Hitchens.
Christopher Hitchens was
Hitchens was definitely... I don't know. Like, we don't have that many public intellectuals anymore.
Well, because everybody hates
all
intellectuals now.
Yeah, well, everybody hates.
Everybody?
academic.
Everybody hates everybody, honestly. It's a good way to say it.
But I do agree with Half-Assed Druid about the Islamophobia thing. He has...
Yeah, no, I agree. I'd agree with
Yeah.
that for sure. But yeah, I just, but not about him being more of a Republican than a Democrat.
And that's something that hasn't changed about Bill Maher either. He's been like that for a long time.
Well, he's been like that since he hosted Politically Incorrect in
Yeah.
the 90s.
I remember him posting straight up like
Same.
misinformation on his show, even when his show was still relatively good about Muslims in the UK.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's been a problem with him for a very long time.
I mean, one of the things with Bill Maher, and I think a lot of people focus on the Islamophobia because it's like more incendiary or whatever. But he just hates religious people.
He does.
That's
But he has
true.
gone on record saying that Islam is the worst religion.
That's
He says that a lot,
He
actually.
does. No, that's true. That's a very true point.
And a lot of the times it doesn't work by his own arguments, but I'm not going to get into that.
No, for sure. I do agree with that point about him being, because he stands by it so fervently. Yeah, no, I totally...
He's very unreasonable on that subject.
Yeah, you can't get him... Yeah, he's one of those people that won't budge or change about anything.
Doesn't think critically about his own viewpoint on that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. Yeah, it's only the idea that he's like more of a Republican now that I disagree with.
Yeah. Well, and
his opinions have not changed.
Yeah.
It's just that what Democrats and Republicans have changed.
well, it's not. I don't know if it's even so much that.
Well,
that
all the
changed.
Democrats are Republicans now. That's the big thing that's changed.
There's just certain issues. That
Remember when they were
are
praising
really-
George Bush and trotting him around like he was some shit?
Yeah,
Well, I'm just-
one of the greatest war criminals of the fucking century, but but George Bush doesn't like Trump either, so now he's a Democratic hero. That's what the Democrats are now.
Well, it is infuriating to me
Get out of the way of that thing.
to watch like all the neocons be like lionized
Yeah.
because they hate Trump. And it's just like, no, I still hate all these. Like, Nancy Pelosi gave Dick Cheney a hug. I'm supposed to take that seriously.
Yeah.
And then he invited her out on a hunting trip.
This is just why politicians are just fucking horseshit.
Well, they're all
period.
slime, dude. Well, it's also embarrassing to see, like, all of these Republicans who trashed Trump when he was running come and, like, kiss his ring. Like, it's gross to see people like Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz, like, praise Trump after they called him a liar and a degenerate and a snake oil
They turned
salesman
right
and all
around.
these things. Yep.
Turn right around and totally support it.
That's the issue with politics. Is nobody's on your side.
No,
Nobody
they're all on the
speaks
side of
for the
money.
people.
It's always hypocrisy. Dude. They
Even
don't
Bernie
believe-
Sanders
they
has
don't
sold
believe-
out, dude.
They don't believe
Even
that.
Bernie Sanders became a sellout corporate piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, all of them. If you are a politician, it is going to happen. I don't know what it is, but it just fucking happens.
I mean, they get. I think it's got a huge part of it's the money. The other half is the win at all.
Oh shit! I didn't notice this thing fires saw blades.
Oh, yeah,
That's like the
crossbow
Ripper from
thing.
Unreal Tournament.
That's pretty dope.
I like it.
There's just no good politician, because even if they're good when they start, they get corrupted.
Yep.
Or they die in a plane crash.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Any
die under mysterious circumstances.
Yeah, every politician that actually gives a shit about helping people and does try, they all get fucking assassinated.
Yeah, well, I just
Wasn't that Paul Wellstone's plane where they couldn't find the black box?
Yep. Yep.
That's
Well, and
interesting.
It's always
Pop.
and it's
Paul
never you
Wellstone,
never
JFK.
hear about JFK Jr.
Robert Kennedy, like, that's just how the shit goes.
And then you never hear about like some politician, like you never hear about something dramatic like a plane crash happening to some mundane politician that nobody cares about.
Yeah, it's only ever the ones that, like, might make the world slightly better.
Yeah.
Gotta work.
Gotta work.
Fair.
No worries.
Cool.
We'll see
No
you
worries.
soon.
Just doing T-bone.
See what we got. Oh, well, we'll probably be done in about 10 minutes here.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, we might not be back when you're back,
Nah.
but thanks for stopping in.
If we don't see you, have a fantastic night, and we appreciate you. You know, I actually I can't remember who said it now, but I heard a really great way that somebody described this, and it was like, look, I don't like Democrats or Republicans, but I often talk more shit about the Democrats, not because I like Republicans, but because the Democrats are like Republicans, right?
Yeah, well, and then it's also like, I mean, you can talk shit all you want about the people who aren't in power right now.
Right,
they
right,
deserve
right.
all the criticism in the world, but they also can't accomplish anything right now.
And they wouldn't even if they were in power,
Yeah.
but also the people that are in power are doing what?
Yeah.
Shitting their pants in front of the Pope. That's what they're doing.
What do you think of Biden's plan to divvy up the money from Afghanistan? Hear about that?
I haven't heard
Between
about that.
who?
So something like $9 billion were confiscated from like Afghanistan.
Give it all to Raytheon.
Well, what they ended up doing
Why
is
don't we reimburse our own military for the shit we decided to leave?
oh great we got a
Uh-oh.
spammer here.
Yeah, I got a bot there.
How can I remove the bot?
Just click on the name and it should give you some
Ban
like
user.
action
Yeah, you want
commands.
that?
Alright, ban user.
Yeah, none of that crap.
Bot.
And delete comment too. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Alex.
How do I delete the comment though?
Oh, I think it automatically.
Yeah, when you
did
ban
it.
someone, it kind of takes away their
cool.
shit.
Alright, perfect.
But yeah, so $9 billion,
Oh, shit.
I think,
Ah.
and it was people in Afghanistan were like, "Hey, we need this money back because like we literally can't buy food," and then also there were people who were like victims of 9/11 or families of victims of 9/11 who had been promised money, like restitution money, by the U.S. government from Afghanistan.
Those people don't need money.
Well, Biden decided they did, so he decided to split the amount of money, so half of it would go to those people, and the other half would supposedly go to Afghanistan.
Okay.
But then, of course, there's questions about how much of that money will end up in the hands of the Taliban.
Right. Well, I'm actually glad that they gave some money to the victims of 9/11. I really expected you to tell me that they weren't going to, because every time Jon Stewart had to go up to Congress and like beg for money, the congressmen were like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
huh. I guess that sounds like a good plan to me if they.
Well,
could
nobody's
actually
happy
get
with it. The 9/11 families are like, this isn't enough money, and then the people in Afghanistan are like, this fucker going to make us all starve. So basically, nobody's happy with Biden.
I think we should be reimbursed for all the military equipment we bought that they just decided to leave in Afghanistan.
Yeah,
I think
right.
the average taxpayer should get some money back for that.
Hey, we got somebody new here, I
Hey,
think.
what's up?
Exo Queenlo, how are you doing tonight? Welcome in. This is Gnomes, Cannibalism, and Politics.
Well, you're not happy that your money bought like a fucking helicopter that got just like left behind in Afghanistan and is now being flown around by the Taliban?
Man. I wasn't even like totally on board when they were like, "Hey, can we use your tax money to buy like all these ARAPs and stuff like that?" I definitely was not cool when they were like, "Can we give it to the Taliban?"
Right. As you shouldn't be. As you shouldn't be. Yeah, no.
The average taxpayer should get like any nice thing for our taxes instead of killing people with
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm with
Yeah,
you.
I'm 100%
Yeah,
with
anything
you on
else.
it.
Yeah, you know, like
Anything.
healthcare or better education.
Just the money back. Like, I don't really care, but like, either give me the money back or give me something that I want. Like,
Right.
Something useful.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if only.
What is this?
That thing looks cool.
What, put a list of social programs in a hat, pick one, I don't care, just stop by. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm all
Well, you know,
for
the military doesn't even, it has more equipment than it even wants.
yeah.
Like, how many times has the Army gone before Congress and be like, stop giving us tanks, we have enough
Yeah,
tanks?
dude, the Pentagon literally will sit there and go, no, we don't send us this much
No,
money.
I
We don't need it.
I remember.
We don't need it.
I remember they told Trump they wanted to close the tank factory because they didn't need the tanks anymore, and he was like, that provides jobs." And it's like, jobs that we don't need.
Yeah.
Making things we don't need.
But they're engineers. They can
Start
make
a car
everything.
company. Like, I don't know. Turn it into a Ford plant. Just like, but we don't need tanks anymore. The sad thing is we spend so much money on all that equipment and our nuclear
Oh, all
arsenal.
the eggs.
Oh no!
All the eggs got destroyed.
Damn chicken.
That's
Oh,
not
wait,
good.
there's one.
Oh, sweet. We need that.
Did the chicken lay these eggs?
Yeah, I think so. Well, they're demon.
Now you gotta
no, the
punch the
dragon.
egg
did.
out
The
of
dragon.
that thing.
did. The chicken's just like protecting them.
You're just gonna beat the shit out of the chicken.
Is this chicken gonna be like a proper
do you
boss?
see it just look at us
Yep,
from
yep.
under its ass?
I think it's gonna like fire something from its head.
At some point, yeah. I think it's, yeah, this is a proper boss.
All right, well, hey, we'll basically end the night, but try to come up with a stupid metaphor. But I think having people work on something that literally just blows up and kills other people is the extreme already.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, there's a time when you need that stuff, but that's not now.
Well, what frustrates me is we bought all of this equipment we don't really need, and now
we sell it to people who then use it against us.
But
Yeah,
designed for like minor insurgencies and us fighting like countries and like groups that are far less powerful than us.
Yeah, you don't really need much to bully Iraq.
And now we're on the verge of beginning great power competition again, and we have completely outdated nuclear arsenal.
Yep.
China and Russia have hypersonic missiles. We don't.
They're working on
we
hypersonic
haven't-
aircraft.
We haven't put in any money into the weapons that would actually
That you
matter.
need in a fight with other major powers.
Yeah,
Right?
we
we did not plan for this at all. We thought this was never going to happen again, which is insane.
But hey, we sold a bunch of shit to the Saudis, who then sold it to Yemen, so it can be used by terrorists.
Yeah, that's what the America
Yeah.
likes to do is fund terrorists.
The German defense minister, in the wake of all this, gave a speech, and he was actually basically crying. And he said that he never thought that they would have another war again, and that their military is dry.
That's somebody who's delusional.
Yeah, right?
Because
Yeah, well, the Germans
just
can
think-
eat shit, because there's a lot of German weapons in Yemen right now, too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But just do.
We go negotiate with terrorists, let us over how much their weapons cost. That's a good one.
That's perfect.
That's awesome.
That's true though.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it's just like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, how naive do you have to be to think that there's just never going to be a war?
Oh, it's not dead.
I mean, I guess that's the conversation we've had recently, right? Is like that basically
What?
since the end of World War II.
What is happening?
It's became oh
Look, it's got...
It's got a little chicken head.
no,
Does it?
it's just the bottom half.
Yeah, I think this is like its gut.
Weird.
All right.
This is awesome, though.
Yeah, this is
So
great.
it's like a headless chicken, so the body's still
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
the head is like
Gotcha.
shooting a laser at us from
Right.
up here.
Well,
Yeah,
a lot
it's a
of
conversation we've had, right? It's like
Yeah.
ever since World War II, people have basically lived in this like fake reality where they think war is like a thing of the past.
Yep.
people- Yeah.
I mean, at least people in this country, that are, you know.
Well,
but-
it's partially because of nuclear weapons. I mean, that has made major power,
Well,
direct conflicts,
right.
Yeah.
pretty rare.
And
Damn, that chicken fucked you up.
And I mean, the U.S. was so far ahead of everyone for so long. A, because they had to recover
Well,
from
we
the
got lazy because
immense
of that.
damage of World War II. And the
That's the
Soviets
only reason,
wrecked
really.
themselves economically.
Well, also because we took over the world. I mean,
Yeah, right.
all the old empires of Europe basically died in 1948.
Right.
On it, baby.
But and then a lot of the problem was people were so rosy-eyed after the fall of the Soviet Union that
We got complacent.
oh damn, we just have to start that all
This is a
over.
majorly white nation of Christian. Yep, I remember that. Yeah, I heard
A
that.
majorly white and a Christian nation, a European nation, not the kind of place you would want or expect this to. Well,
you
yeah.
would want this to happen.
That's what he said.
Well, yeah, where would you
Well,
want it to
obviously,
happen?
I mean, it's racist shit. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that's just being racist,
when this
yeah.
stuff happens in the Middle East or in Africa, or
I do think that's a big part of the way. Like, two things. One, the West always thinks it's okay when we do it.
Yep.
But it probably does have something to do with the fact that it's happening to white people. But like,
that's
like-
there's a huge racist
like
factor
Russia,
in it. Yeah.
which is
Russia
what I was
has
saying earlier with the refugee thing.
Russia has more
Yeah.
justification, and I'm not saying they have any justification to invade Ukraine, but they have more justification to invade
Than
Ukraine
we did with Iraq.
we did to invade
Yeah,
Iraq,
that's true.
or to bomb Libya, or to mess around in Syria, or get involved in Vietnam, or any number of conflicts far, far away from our borders that we've
Right.
basically said, like, well, we have a strategic interest here.
The United States loves to tell other people not to do what we do.
Yeah.
Again, with the racism thing, did you guys hear that in England? I think there was recently a vote to basically allow Ukrainian refugees to have nearly full rights. Like, even though they're not citizens, they'd be allowed to do a lot of stuff. They'd be allowed to come into the country, bring their families. That's something that was never given to any other refugee group, like Syrians or people like that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
Indians,
It's super racist, dude.
Asians,
Oh, there's a huge element of it that's like tied up in
Pakistanis,
race,
etc.
race and stuff like that. But it's also just the fact that like a lot of these places are looking to like make Putin look as bad as possible, which is fair.
Which, I mean, yeah, it's not hard to make him look bad.
But it is hard for me to I mean, I'm disgusted by the fact that it's happening, but it's hard for me to be outraged about the fact that Russia is doing it when I was expected to support us every time
Well-
they did it for the last couple of decades.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like when I see it, the footage of what's going on over there, it looks just like the footage of Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Except the news played that and said, this is a good thing.
Yep.
You
The
know?
thing is that in Russia and China right now, I mean, they're going hardcore with their propaganda,
Yeah.
just like we were.
Just like we were.
Remember when it was all about freedom, and we had to be really mad at the French because they wouldn't support us.
Freedom fries. Well, don't forget in the lead up to Iraq, anyone who asked questions
Was considered
Paul Wellstone was one of
Yep.
those people.
You were
John Stewart was
anti-American.
called a
Like,
huge
they were
peddler
called
of misinformation because
traitors.
he criticized the war in Iraq.
Yeah, you hated America if you questioned George Bush.
When the government talks about misinformation, that's just code for
Like we don't like it.
we don't like it.
Yeah,
That's
we
all
don't
misinformation
wanna,
means.
We don't want to hear that.
That's all it means.
That was a great attack. The chicken head shot spat a firework, and then the chicken body kicked it. That's hilarious.
But
They're using teamwork on me.
They're getting you too.
I think that's one of the reasons that America and the West are having real problems, like getting the sympathy or the cooperation of huge chunks of the non-Western world.
Well,
They're
that's
just
because the
they're
Middle
like,
East remembers.
We don't understand the difference.
You know,
Right, because they're like,
Like, we don't know
how
what the rules are, but I think they apply in this situation the same as they did in 2003. Like,
and it's not just the Iraq War either. I mean, a lot of those countries have had to put up with Western and American colonization,
for a long, yeah.
and so like they're looking at what's happening to the West now, and they're kind of like, yeah, sucks to suck, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's like it just deserves. Hey, DCR Zach, how you doing tonight? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
Another follower,
Welcome
sweet.
in. Yeah, there's another one. We're up to 293 now.
wow, man. Blowing up.
That 300 is.
You gotta jump when that thing does that.
I'm hitting the button, man. It doesn't. It barely looks like I'm jumping though.
Beats per minute, that shit.
Huh? Like that's not updated.
No, it's not. We missed a lot of stuff there.
No, just the most recent comment.
Oh, all right. That's annoying. What did he comment or did he follow?
Just to follow.
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah, just to follow,
Gotcha.
not
Okay,
a comment.
Gotcha.
But hey, hope you're doing good. Lurkers are always
Yeah.
welcome. So
Yeah.
if you don't
Yeah,
feel
oh
like
yeah.
chatting, don't feel like
free
you have to.
Work. Nobody's demanding.
Oh,
Damn it.
damn. All right.
That chicken
Well,
laser.
okay, yeah, it's gonna make us start the whole thing again.
Okay.
So I think
cool.
in
Think you're
that
gonna
case,
call it?
yeah, we're gonna call it. We'll start with the boss fight next week, just because with how long that takes, I don't want to sit here and do it over
Fair
and over.
enough.
So
I got it.
we'll pick up
You
with the
gotta get
boss
home.
fight next
Yeah.
time.
All right. Cool.
But that's a stream.
Yeah.
With that chicken monster. That's where we'll end.
Defeat the ancient cock.
The ancient cock. Oh, I didn't even notice that's what they
That's
called
great.
it. All right. Well, thank
All
you
right.
everybody for hanging out tonight. This has been awesome.
It's been a great stream.
We find somebody to raid real quick, and we are out of here.
Yeah,
All right.
We're Gnomes, Cannibalism, and Politics. Thanks to anybody who followed. Thanks for keeping the chat super active. Love
Yeah,
to
a
see
lot
all
of
the
people
people
tonight.
in there. That's great. Yeah, have a good night.
Good
We'll be
night.
back next Tuesday
Yep.
More Shadow Warrior.
with more Shadow Warrior 3. Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, see
See you
ya.
next week.
See you
Hell
next
yeah.
week.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Are you
We'll
gonna
be
raid?
here just long enough for Sage to figure
Raid
out what
something.
he's doing.
He's gonna play more Raid
hey!
Shadow Legends.
Bye, T-Bone.
Bye, T-Bone.
Glad you got back in the chat.
That
Yeah.
team caught us right
Yeah.
before we left.
All right,
Raid.
half-ass druid.
Raid
Take
someone
it
that we
easy.
haven't raided before. Another tangentially double-toasted connected streamer.
Oh, yeah?
Vanispheres.
Okay, cool.
Super cool, dude.
Banospheres.
Vanispheres, if you,
Cool, man.
yeah, check him out. He's a cool dude doing cool streams. All right, and there we go. We got the raid. We got a little countdown. All right, yeah.
Sweet.
And we will be back next week.
All
Oh,
right.
this has been awesome, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
thank you
yeah.
two for being here as awesome co-hosts as always.
Just doing what we do.
Seen his username. Yeah, he's been around. He's been around.
Cool.